I didn't even get to Teddy versus Artie from yesterday.
I know.
I kind of thought Artie was a little out of line.
It sounds like Artie's kind of a tyrant.
Listen, ultimately, I was breaking his chops, but I said it would. In this case, it would have been me going, "Wow, that's impressive." But the fucked up thing is, I've met assistants of other people where they go, "It's unbelievable how great they are," and
Yeah,
I held him to a higher standard. But then he started saying stuff that you should just never say to a boss.
I kind of dug him. He was saying, like, you know what, Artie?
Yeah.
I remember you hired Teddy to fill music on your iPod.
Right, that was the initial.
And then the mail.
And then to open your mail. And then all of a sudden now he's morphing into your everything go-to guy.
No.
But he's got a full-time job here.
No.
And he even said to you, Artie, I'm not devoted to you because I can only do it part-time. And originally,
no, we had to. You're not saying correct things right now.
I'm not.
No, we had discussions off the air where he became my assistant in every way. I needed him, and he's compensated for it. And it's he's taken care of. I realized that I did say, look, your job here has to come first because that's just how it is. But I mean. I was breaking his balls with this. I didn't really expect him to fucking think of reminding me about the wedding, and I enjoy busting his chops. But there's times he's dropped the ball, I think, and I bust his balls too much.
So here from the wrap-up show yesterday is, in case you missed it, I had missed it, and I heard these clips, and I thought they were worth playing. It's Artie and his assistant Teddy. And Artie, upset that he missed the big wedding, Isaac's wedding. And
right.
He's trying to
blame Teddy for it.
A little bit, yeah. Here, listen to this.
I'm going to bring up something a little uncomfortable, Artie. Mm-hmm. And I have to because you brought it up on the air this morning, and I know we're all in the same room. And I'm not picking on anybody, but you do have a personal assistant.
Right.
So what happened there? Is this part of his job or not necessarily?
I don't know, Ted. Is this part of your job?
If I was asked to remind you about something, I would have.
All right. Did you tell him to remind you? Because if you didn't tell him, then you can't.
No,
really blame
well, again, he got in touch with me through Isaac to get back to him with an RSVP about whether I was going by myself or not, like about 10 days. So he was aware that I had a wedding to go to. And he gives me a schedule. Did you put that on any schedule?
No, I never knew when it was. I just knew to ask you if you're going alone or not alone. That was it.
Right, but that was a major discussion.
Yeah, you just told me, tell Isaac I'll be there. Not
See, this
with
is
a
where
guest.
he whined. This is where I want to strangle him. Look, because he's acting like a bitch.
Look, if I worked for you full time, I would probably all day think about what does Artie have to do now? What does Artie have to do now?
You make up my schedule.
Yeah, your part-time stand-up road schedule and a couple of interviews here and there. Not your daily. I got to get up at this time.
But that's what a personal assistant does.
Well, then fine. Then whatever. Then that's not.
Gary, do you see what I'm dealing with here?
No.
Am I raising my voice?
I'm done with this conversation. It wasn't my fault that you slept through a wedding.
Ted is done with this conversation.
That's it.
So now Ted is done with the conversation. So where do I go from here? Yeah. If you were my assistant,
that's great.
And someone said to you, could you find out if Artie's coming to my wedding alone or not? As someone who does my schedule, would you have said, by the way, when is that wedding? And when they told you the wedding, would you have put that on my schedule and made a note to maybe let me know about it?
You're asking me?
Yeah, you.
Yes, I would have, because I know that organization isn't your strong suit.
It's the biggest area I need help in.
So it's funny to me because Teddy.
I
don't think it's really been clear what Teddy's supposed to be doing for Artie in Teddy's defense.
But how would you know that, though?
I get that vibe that it's sort of this quasi job, like it's sort of hazy. It's
no,
nothing
was hazy. Blurry. Nothing was hazy.
Like is he supposed to like Artie
He's
doesn't even have
make
email.
Up my schedule.
Artie doesn't even. Sometimes you can't reach him on the phone. So how do you even get his schedule?
Did you hear the part where Teddy sat in a car for 2 hours?
Yeah, here I'll play this for you.
I love this.
I don't know if I have that clip, but listen to this clip. This is good. This is Artie complaining that he's disorganized and Teddy claiming he is disorganized as well.
Right, the two disorganized people.
And that I get what I pay for.
Right, this is great.
You want to get awkward, Gary? Do you think Ted is a good assistant?
No. But I've told Ted that.
Right.
I don't think he's an awful. I think
why?
Ted, because I see times.
In what areas does he need help?
An area like this, I see times where Ted can anticipate your needs, and he may not do that, or he may not be as thorough. But that's because Ted's never done it before.
Right.
I'm sorry, Ted.
No, you're absolutely right, Gary. When he asked me to do this a year ago, I took the job, but I'm just like you, man. I'm so disorganized anyway. This is not the best thing for me to be doing.
So then, why would you want to become an assistant?
I thought I could do it. I figured I'd get the hang of it. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into.
Maybe it seemed like a cool thing to come to a few gigs and hang out.
I can handle a lot of it.
And answer fan mail.
I can handle a lot of it. I can do a lot of it. But man, I mean, you are like, it's tough.
See, I've been with Artie a bunch of times, and the one thing you don't want to have when you have an assistant is you never want to have a doubt. You don't want to say, gee, when I step off the helicopter, will the car be there? I'm not blaming this one of you. I'm just giving you an example.
And you don't want to say, you don't want to have an assistant who goes, listen, I'm really disorganized.
Well, it's true. I'm not going to lie anymore. I'm not the most organized person.
You don't have to lie anymore. I'm finding that out.
Your honesty is admirable, I think, Teddy, but that was just not the right thing to say.
Look, I mean,
that would be like me going to Howard a year in. Look, Howard, I'm just not funny. I'm not funny.
All right, I get it. All right. So I maybe just buried myself.
You sound like a dumb guy there.
I don't care because
I know
there's a problem with it.
I know you're not organized.
I hate the way I feel inside now. I just hate this feeling and this uneasiness, this uncomfortable. He needs to hire someone better.
Well, I'm not even saying I would do that. I'm just saying
I think you should.
You can see by blurting out that you're not organized.
I know, but I don't
think
I'm
going to take issue with.
Yeah, and look, maybe we can work on certain things, but as far as being as organized as you want me to be, I can guarantee you now I'll never be that organized ever.
Wow.
Oh. Wow. Way to sell yourself.
And then he tells Artie that. He's getting what he pays for.
If I gave you the 80 grand, what time frame can I expect you to get organized in?
A month.
So now you
4
could
weeks.
see yourself.
I quit here.
Organized.
I quit here,
right?
And you become my primary focus on everything.
Wow,
that's it. That's it. I wake up and that's it.
So you'd be dedicated to just fucking up my life.
Yes, messing up everything. But I would be. You would be the only thing that I ever, which is another situation because I'm not sure if I want to put myself in that. Like I don't want now everything to be all you because
that's what life is, Ted. When you take a job, there's pressure. In other words, like when Howard took this job, he took a lot of money.
You don't understand.
But he's guaranteeing them I'll do a good show. When I take a job, when I take a stand-up job every week, they give me a lot of money, don't they?
Yes.
And I guarantee them I'll put on a show.
And that's why
that's what life is.
I know, it's okay.
You gotta step up and go, look, dude, I promise you I will, if you give me this amount of money, I will be your guy. I can't have a gray area there.
No, there's no gray area there. It's just, the only gray area is whether or not, if I want to do it. That's it. If I should tell you to get someone else, or if I should make you pay me more money to do a better job. I mean, that's it. I don't know what to do. I need to decide. It's really what I want to decide.
The work level I'm getting now is so at this price I'm only guaranteed this quality.
You're getting what you're paying for. You're getting what you're paying for. I knew this would all come to a head one day, and I'm sorry.
It's not coming to a head. I'm not looking.
I'm sorry. I'm not the best at my job. I never claimed to be. That's it. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to quit? Do you want me to just leave?
But I'm almost trying to train you that later in life. Like, I mean, you look what you're saying. You're just buckling under and going, I'm not good.
I might fold under questioning. Yeah. Yes.
All right. Well.
Yeah, definitely don't hand him any of the contraband when the cops come.
I mean, Jesus.
What? I'm broken now.
Wow. You broke the kid.
It was great.
No, but in his defense, I mean, I don't think he ever was like an assistant, like someone
and
who
he
takes.
has another job.
By the way, I didn't ask him to do this. He very aggressively came to me and said, "I want to be your assistant."
Yeah.
But the thing that I was talking about, at one point, Teddy said it was impossible to work for Artie because Artie won't stay in touch. Artie won't answer phone calls.
Well, yeah, because I know for me, I have assistants. I have assistants on top of assistants and stuff. And I got Laura, she's like the numero uno assistant. But the fact of the matter is, I still have to keep my own schedule. If I don't, I'm constantly like, Laura, what do I have to do? It keeps me out of control. Like, there's some things you still have to do for yourself.
But what I'm saying is Teddy then said, Artie said to him, be at my apartment at a certain time. So Teddy comes to the apartment. Right. He can't get in. He starts calling Artie on the phone. Artie doesn't answer the phone. He sits
Sometimes
there,
I just don't feel like hearing his voice.
Sits there for 2 hours in the car.
Oh, that was his job.
And then he finally gets Artie on the, and he's complaining.
That's crazy.
here for 2 hours. And Artie says, that's what I needed you to do at that
Teddy
time.
says it's bullshit. Artie asked him to be his assistant. Come in here, Teddy, and take that up with Artie then, if you want.
I remember differently.
Let's see what Teddy has to say. Teddy, I
don't have...
What?
There's my organized assistant. You look like a roadie for the Allman Brothers.
Pretty much the worst thing ever, listening to that back. Howard, I can't do this like when I got put on the spot like that.
No, I know. I was being a little cruel there.
You did ask me to do this. I didn't aggressively come to you. You invited me to your apartment on my birthday and said, "Look, you know,
what?
yeah, that was
your birthday."
Because I remember it was my birthday.
Well, I mean, what does that have to do with
me?
right now?
I got hired by you. No, I mean, it went from fan mail to saying, "Look, I could really use someone to come around." It was kind of a mutual agreement, but whatever. I mean,
he was comfortable with you. And
look, and I like doing it. It's just tough because he's not like we don't.
But
have
let me just can I explain
system.
stuff? You're not playing. First of all, that tape is incredibly edited, and you're not playing everything there. Can I tell him what happened New Year's Eve when you worked for me?
When I got drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah. You told it yesterday.
Well, I mean, again, that wasn't played here. But,
yeah, go ahead.
So I big gig New Year's Eve, right, in Philadelphia.
Right.
And it's a big money gig, and I tell them, look, I'm on stage. It's your job to go get paid and make sure the other comedians are paid. And that's something I need you to do. That's a task.
Okay.
And then make sure the limo's all set because it's a crazy rainy night.
He was drunk, though.
Ted brings his girlfriend. He gets ossified.
Right.
Okay, ossified drunk. And,
that's not cool.
Right. So now I'm scrambling. I'm scrambling around. I find the promoter. I'm like, is this the right amount? Because my assistant's drunk. So I need to know if this is the right amount. Yeah, I'm doing all that busy work. And then finally, when all that's done, we get in the limousine. It's me, Teddy, and his girlfriend.
Right.
Okay? Now, I just want to decompress. I just did a big show, and I want to sit in the back of the limo and maybe listen to like
chill,
my iPod and just chill out. Instead, for 2 hours, I have Teddy and his girlfriend, who are like the cast of Real World from hell. Two 25-year-olds arguing about their drunken 25-year-old life. And like, you just don't want me to go to work, right? She wanted to go to her work in Hoboken to meet some people. You don't want me to go to work because you're not like, no, I want to go to work. I almost fucking kicked them out of the limo. Right? I mean, I almost kicked them out of the limo twice. And then I said to Ted the next day, I said, Ted, why did you get drunk? He goes, it was New Year's Eve. I go, well, what if the limo driver got drunk?
Right.
Because it's New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
I mean, you were working. And he goes to me, all right, I dropped the ball there. So that's one of, like, you know.
So it sounds to me like maybe you're ready to graduate to someone who is a professional personal assistant.
Right.
And maybe Teddy isn't really wanting to go in that career path. That this was kind of a fun thing to earn some extra money. It started out kind of light. Now it's turning into a real job.
But you see, I like the kid. I'm actually worried about him in life. I don't think I don't know what he's going to do.
Teddy,
all right.
Teddy, do you want to quit the job and have Artie get some professional? Maybe you're ready for a whole different level.
I'm just to be fair. I mean, obviously, I don't want, I don't want the pay cut. I don't want anything. I need, I love what I do.
He desperately, would
it be fair if you could just go along in this incompetent manner?
It's not fair at all. It's not fair.
No, okay.
And he deserves better.
What if he just paid you and you didn't have to do anything?
Well, that's what. And the other thing that bothers me is like it was his birthday. And I just gave him a nice gift and
what do you want?
Bonus.
You know what?
And now he brings this up where he might want to quit after that happened.
No, I fault you.
That's bullshit.
I fault you, Artie. You haven't told me the job description. What is it you want Teddy to do?
Well, it's tasks that you would assume a personal assistant.
What are they? What is his job?
To a comedian on the road, stuff like I talked about when we're at the gig, organizing who gets paid what.
Cars, planes.
Making sure the car is there when it's supposed to be. And definitely putting together, at the very least, if it's not a personal schedule, a work schedule.
So does he do any of that?
He does, but in other words, like, enough fuck-ups happen to where I can't trust it, Howard.
Right, so you have to double check.
I'll tell us because we're talking about this. Yesterday, after all that happened, he calls me up and he goes, all right, I got your schedule, man. I'm right. We're back to work. That's what he says to me.
Right, good. That's a good attitude.
So he goes, all right, so now coming up, you got this, you got that. Don't owe me, because this is what, this is what happens.
Bad day.
No, it's not one mistake. It's like, he goes, so you got this gig coming up October 5th. You got this October 9th. You got to tell me what the comedians are. You got Detroit next weekend, September 15th.
Okay, that sounds efficient.
All this stuff. He goes, but then, dude, really quick, you're doing that corporate gig. I agreed to a corporate gig on a rare, I'm doing somebody a favor. Okay. So on a rare work night, I'm going to do stand-up at a corporate party.
Got it.
And he goes, listen, dude, he knows those are stressful for me. He goes, that's coming up next week. That's September 12th. So we got to get going with that. And that's what he leaves on my answering machine. So I start thinking, and this is just in my head, I'm going, that gig isn't September 12th. It's October 9th. I just remember it's October 9th. Like, just my memory. So now I'm thinking, did the guy call and change it to September 12th? Because, A, if the guy did that, I want to punch him in the face. And B, if Teddy agreed to change that date without speaking to me.
What's wrong with him?
Right, exactly. So I go, Ted, the first thing I say to him, I go, first of all, Ted, I got your message. That corporate gig, is it September 12th? He goes, yeah, man. I go, Ted, I really don't think it is, man. I think it's October 9th. He goes, no, I got it right here. I got it in my notes.
All right.
So I go, Ted, listen, just do me a favor. Check the emails. Is it October 9th? He goes, fine. I'll go. So this is the attitude. He goes, fine. I'll go through the emails. I get that. Like, fine. I'll go through the emails.
All right.
And he goes through and he goes, wow, yeah, it's October 9th. And
how do you do that, Ted? What happened there?
Like Howard, we're talking about a difference in, like, now I'm thinking this guy called and changed the date.
That's not good.
A corporate gig, I have to get material and write special material.
Then you start saying to yourself, well, gee, what else did he screw up?
Absolutely.
And I've got to double check everything.
And this is after that happened on the air.
So, Ted, maybe this isn't your kind of work.
Maybe not. I mean, I like the challenge in it, though, because I do good work.
But Ted, the challenges may be fucking up every once in a while.
These are how the phone calls go. See, you guys are missing the one key element.
Ted,
it's like,
you got to understand
verbally, it's like I'm sitting there like shaking because I'm so worried about.
But he needs you to be the responsible one.
Yeah, well, how about maybe I need some help.
So
I need to
an
know.
Assistant.
Well, no,
to figure out if it's
kind of help.
No. I need help. Like, how about we did something permanent, like a weekly meeting?
Well, would that help you get October 9th versus September 12th?
I mean, my Google Calendar or something. I mean,
do you have a calendar?
Yeah, I use it. A Google Calendar. It's like on my lap.
The other thing you told me, are you sure?
When the guy wrote you a note and he said September 12th is the date or October 9th is the date, do you write it down immediately?
I put it right in the calendar.
So how did you get September?
I must have just got dragged up into that date. I swear. That was.
Then he starts giving me computer stuff.
Maybe you should write it down. I keep a book, a regular written.
So if an assistant did that with you once. And got drunk on New Year's Eve, and maybe some other things that I won't even get into.
No.
Like, would you trust that the schedule he now gives me is gold?
No, I would make my own schedule.
And do you realize if in my memory I didn't realize that, I would have had to start scrambling to write jokes, and then...
No, it would have been a disaster.
You know what I mean? So
well,
no, but again, the other problem with Teddy is...
I think you should keep your own schedule, number one. That's my thought, but you're right.
I do. This is a backup. This is a total backup.
The backup's got to be rock solid.
It's clear I keep my own schedule because I knew the fuck up.
One mistake a year, okay, but this is too many mistakes. So maybe this isn't for you, Teddy.
Maybe, yes, but they have an issue here. This is not his full-time job. And Artie needs somebody full-time.
The problem is...
Do you want to have a full-time career as Artie's assistant?
See, that's a huge crossroads because I don't know. That's something I didn't come here to get a job at Sirius to become Artie's assistant. So now it's
the problem is Ted's life.
I don't know which way to go.
Is ruled by money.
Of course.
Okay, but in a different, like he's got himself, I won't go into details, but he's in a corner like a lot of young people in this country.
Why are you in such a corner?
Well, no, I got in a little bit of credit card trouble too. Nothing crazy.
Why do you live above your means? Are there things, the lifestyle you
lives above? Like
I got to tell you something. I never made any money. Now you look at me, oh, gee.
Right.
I never had any money. Never lived above my means.
Right.
I lived in a dive.
Right.
You see?
Yeah, well, I mean, I live...
What is it you're spending money on?
Well, I've been supporting two of us.
He's got no money.
I live with my girlfriend who has, been going through school.
Why are you with a girl who's in school and supporting her? Where are her parents?
Well, her parents are here, but we just live together.
That's
ridiculous. She gets somehow.
Howard, he drives. How much is the motorcycle you drive? He has a brand new motorcycle.
Oh yeah, then
why do you have a brand? I would never buy a brand new motorcycle with a guy with.
He's broke, Howard. He's beyond broke.
It's like $9 grand.
$9 grand.
Yeah. $9 grand is too much.
That's a lot of money
for a motorcycle. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
And when I say, why do you have that in your life? See, but don't you understand how, now, again, look, I like the kid too, but if he has money issues, it somehow is going to affect my life.
That's
do you understand?
Absolutely,
Yes.
yeah.
He might need money in advance sometimes. He might, you know what I mean? Like, whatever happens. But
That's not good.
And so that worries me.
All right. Marianne from Brooklyn, you're on the air. What is it, Marianne?
Artie, you know, your whole life is ruled by money. You were making plenty of mistakes. The only thing you could do is make a living. You can't keep an employee. You can't keep a friend. You can't keep a girlfriend, a wedding date. And you know what? You started Teddy out with this big grand salary. Everybody was jealous. And now, once again, you want to pull it away from him.
I don't want to pull it away from it. Marianne, I have given him you know how many people would have fired Teddy by now? You know how many people would have fired him on New Year's Eve?
Everyone.
Second chance, Artie. Dana, your mother. Howard.
My mother's in my life.
You haven't fired her.
That woman's gotten too many second chances. Bong hit Eric, you're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Artie, you know what you need?
You
Artie.
bong hit Eric?
Yeah, it's me. It's been a while. Listen, you need an assistant who specializes in miserable, pudgy, barely shaved, enormous face, self-absorbed, depressed blimps.
Is there anybody who hasn't
whining, selfish, pompous, pretentious ass baby?
No,
Is there anybody who hasn't looked at the letter on 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Artie's letter?
Hilarious.
It's hilarious.
No, but see, that's the thing. I do, in a way. I don't need another guy like me.
Right.
No,
Teddy
you
is sort of like
So
me.
maybe you and Teddy have to sit down. Either Teddy takes on a full-time job, or maybe you really are interested
But
in
you
a
see, the
full-time
problem is
assistant.
Ted, that's going to throw his life into chaos.
No,
and
it's
I've
not.
become sort of friendly with him. Ted, it will do.
No.
You have a lot of money problems right now.
That's my problem. Don't worry about it.
And I can't have you sobbing sometimes about money.
I'm not going to come to you and say,
But you do,
Art,
Ted.
look, Art.
You do, and it's like other people have come to me at gigs and say, because you're my assistant, you get drinks from them. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that gets back to me. And,
What? Because you're... What?
Whatever. Forget it.
No, I mean,
all
no,
right.
look.
I don't know.
I think you need somebody definitely more professional at this. I do. I'm saying
I
it here
admire
for
you
7
saying
million
that.
people.
No, but
I'm willing to take any repercussions, and if that's
And
a
you're
financial
saying-
one,
But
then
what
so
are
be
the?
it.
if you
Of course, the
became a full-
repercussions are financial.
That's fine, then that's
You
fine.
want me to pay you for nothing?
No, but look, Art, I'm saying that it's
he's
taken
a
a lot of
sweet
courage
kid.
for me to
He
come
is
in here
a
and
sweet
say
kid. I
that. I
like him.
can't do it.
That's why he's not.
I
fired.
can't do it. I mean, like, the stress. I can't even talk to you on the phone. It's like, ring,
That's the other thing. He
ring.
tells me I'm.
Oh! You're like, you know, like, what? You know, like, Art, hey, it's Ted. I just gotta, you got the, and by this point, fuck a schedule. I don't even know what day it is. By this point, it's like, what do you want? You're like,
But it's unprofessional. But it's unprofessional.
and then I just fucking, and then of course I get the, and
I
then,
would enjoy
and then
this
it's
job. That's so
backpedaling.
funny.
It's 2 steps forward and 17 back.
It is funny.
And I'm sitting there going, and I'm walking around
And now
my
Ted
apartment
has,
like this.
of course, Ted has become, like everyone who brushes up against Howard, they become a little bit of a celebrity. So, of
Right.
course, now Ted has become a bit
How
of a
about when
celebrity.
you bring me out on stage in front of 3,500 people and have them chant homo? How about that?
No,
And it's on YouTube and all my friends email it to me.
They chanted it.
Am I bitching about
And I
it?
did
No.
a disclaimer. They chanted it. I just encouraged it.
Oh, you encouraged it.
And I have no proof you're gay.
Look.
Oh,
Let me just go on record.
Here's
as
my-
saying
I'll
that.
give you my
He's not a
answer.
gay
I don't-
guy. He's not a gay guy.
I'm never going to
First of
sue
all,
you because of it.
Teddy has inspired me. I have an announcement for Sirius. I can't do this job.
You're not professional.
I'm
Don't
not
you see, like, when he
professional.
says that to me, Howard, my heart breaks. Like, I want to go, Ted, no, you have to. Like, yesterday he goes, I don't know, I just want to, in life, I just want to make benefits. I mean, like, he just wants to make his health benefits. I feel.
Well, he's not super motivated in this area. And look,
But what area are you super motivated
I
in?
don't know.
He hasn't found that area
I just want to
yet.
dance. No.
You want to dance?
If you could
Teddy,
dance,
I
that
like
would be
you,
great.
and I don't want to talk you out of a job, but I guess you've got to sit down.
I do need
Do you
to
have a
sit down.
dream?
Okay, can I say
Not
one more
really.
thing?
Not
Can I
really?
say one more
You
thing?
have no
I
dream?
just want to. I want to
Howard,
live
okay.
comfortably and be happy. I wanted to work for you when I came here. I
Can I
got
say
that.
one more
I've gotten
thing?
every goal I've aspired for. I've
That's a
reached.
shame.
He's such a fuck up that he's funny, and I love him. Like, in a way, it's like, so we go to the Playboy. Now, first of all, look at the perks he has.
Yeah, I was
In the
gonna say,
last
a lot of
year,
perks.
in the last year, he's
Well, that
been,
part he's good at.
In the last year, he's been with me to South Beach twice.
Right.
I got him a room at this place, the 𝗏𝗏𝗏, this hotel down there.
Oh,
Beautiful.
my goodness.
Okay, so he has the run of places like Carnegie Hall, Symphony Hall in Boston. He came with me to the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
We did, gigs in the Ritz-Carlton in Boston is where he stayed with me, and he's been all over the place.
He goes,
Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas, a free room.
Maybe the problem is he's living above his means because he's living your lifestyle, and then he gets home and he's looking to buy motorcycles.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too.
Right.
So now the other thing, I also trust him with my money, so he sees what I make.
Right.
Now I told him from the beginning. I said, Ted, listen, dude. You can't ever bring up in my face what I make. You can't bring it up based on what you make because that's a whole. So, and then one time in an argument, he was like, "Well, I don't make what you make, dude." I'm like, "Ted, that's not the issue here. You know, if you're gonna be like that, now I can't have you see the checks. It's weird."
Right.
So we go to the Playboy Mansion. I have to do stand up there. Now, Teddy goes into the Playboy Mansion. First time I lived in L.A. for 5 years. I never got in. So we walk in there. Very, very stressful gig. I had to do stand-up in front of a group of people that were getting waited on by smoking hot waitresses, like the owner of the Lakers. No one's listening.
There's a lot to compete with.
But I got guaranteed a certain amount of money, so I had to stay on stage a certain amount of time. I stay on stage a certain amount of time, and then I have other friends coming to meet me who I invited. So there was stuff that needed to happen.
Right.
Teddy gets high. He smokes weed by the monkeys.
By the little zoo that
the little zoo disappeared. I don't even know
Did you smoke some weed down by the zoo?
Down by the zoo? Perhaps.
Right, okay, whatever. So, look, dude, it's weed, whatever. And he might have smoked it with another sort of B-list celebrity. But anyway.
All right.
But so it's like, so now he's high.
He can't be high when he's expected to be working.
I mean, right. So now he's like, hey, dude, we're at the Playboy Mansion. I'm like, well, you're working. Do you know how many other friends of mine would have come to get high at the Playboy Mansion? Yeah. I paid him to come get high. But you don't
understand. He was at the Playboy Mansion. You're supposed to get high.
Of course, that was his explanation. That's what his explanation is to me.
No, Teddy, this work isn't for
Teddy,
you.
you're trying to get fired. That's what you're trying to do.
I don't know, but Teddy, you can't go on a gig where the guy's depending on you. And
I know. Well, I've gotten better. I mean, that was all in the beginning, and I was a real idiot.
No, Teddy, you know what a job is.
But no, now you'll see me.
That was all in the beginning. That was all in the beginning.
Well, I mean, in the last bunch of gigs we've had, you said every gig, you're like, good job. It's got, I don't get.
You didn't make it to Pittsburgh. You didn't make it to Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's my fault that the weather delayed a flight.
Get in the car and drive. That's what I did. What did I do?
They wouldn't let me off the plane. What am I supposed to do?
He's always got an excuse.
There's a lot of excuses.
But I mean,
yeah. All right, Teddy.
Look, I don't even look. I don't know. I just wanted to be.
I want to hear the audio of Teddy is gay.
There's another great.
There's
another great Teddy.
Wait. Here's your.
What on the YouTube?
Yeah, just bring up the Tower TV volume.
Very good.
Thank you. My shining moment, everybody.
That, by the way, is at Symphony Hall in Boston.
Right.
Well, you're big time.
But
you've arrived.
Again, and it's like, but I see like hot chicks come up to him and want his autograph. They want to take pictures with him, and he's got to run a Symphony Hall in Boston. And then, okay, we go to Boston. He's got a room at the Ritz-Carlton. He invites one of his dirtbag friends, who now lies to my cousins. God forbid this wasn't my little cousin because they'd be dead. But one of his friends comes, and my cousin goes to Boston University, so she's there with a gaggle of hot chicks. He tells one of my cousin's friends that he goes to Harvard and bangs her.
Oh no!
The kid doesn't go to Harvard.
Right.
He bangs my cousin's friend, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know the girl that well. That's fine. And then Teddy's laughing about it. I'm like, I don't want to laugh with you about that. You're not my friend. It's so low rent.
He's supposed to watch out.
It's so low rent.
Yeah, you got to take care of
I'm like, were you sure he wasn't wasn't telling my cousin
Teddy,
he went to Harvard?
I heard you told Tim, Jim, and Jason the wrong time for Artie's Caroline show, and they all missed the show.
Is that true?
Is that true?
Well, that was a big mess up with a lot of You know what? I tell everybody what time Artie's show starts at 8 o'clock,
Right.
and then everybody just wants to know what time Artie gets on.
I see.
But you know what?
So usually it's a 2-hour show.
You don't
Caroline's changed it on me to a 90-minute show. So
they changed it on you again.
They changed it last second. I didn't
it's
know.
not your fault.
No, but I mean,
but you have to tell people, look, that is selfish of them. Like, look, fuck you. I don't care if you don't want to see. You want to know what time Artie's show is? You get there at 8, and if you got to sit through 2 other comics, it's not my problem. Tell them that. Artie's show starts at 8 o'clock. I don't need to know what your schedule is.
Right.
They don't want to sit through 2 other comedians.
Started, and I was I'm sorry. The last thing in my mind was to call back Ross Apin and Tim Sabian and say,
that was
by the way, Artie's going to be on half an hour
so
earlier.
in other words, you fell into this assistant's job. It started out as one thing. Now it's becoming more of a responsibility.
Yeah, it's becoming a huge responsibility.
Maybe it's time for you to decide whether or not this is something you really
want.
want.
But you see how it again.
Sit down with Artie
We're
and
having fun talking about this. I really, genuinely don't think it's that big of a responsibility.
Well,
I really don't.
It is.
To get a date right.
You're talking
to not get high at a gig.
For whatever reason, he's having a hard time with it.
Really? He can't do it, whether it's a big deal or not.
To you, it's not a big deal.
He can't do it.
No, to me, it is a big deal. That's why I have.
No, I'm
not good at this shit. I'm not.
Right, but he can't do it.
But like yesterday when he got the date wrong, I said, so now, Ted, he goes, wow, son of a gun, look at that. Yeah, I did. I pulled that up. He goes, what happens with a computer?
Son of a gun.
What happens with a computer? He goes, but Art, what happens with a computer sometimes? I'm like, I don't care what happens with a fucking computer.
Right,
what
the
do I care what happens?
computer's not the problem.
I mean, you know, and I said, so now, Ted, how are you helping me with this date? Do you want to do the gig?
Can you
I told you the date. Now we're reversing. Why don't you go do the gig now? Because I told you the date.
Could you not get high or drunk at Artie's gigs? Can we start with that?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right. Thank you. Listen, I need to move along, and thank you. I hope you guys work.
He's not fired. I don't want to. I really think we can work through this. I really do. I feel bad for the kid. I like him. He's a good guy.
I can see you have affection for him.
I do. I have a lot of affection for him. He's actually funny. I actually
Teddy, are you going to hang in there?
I think he'd be a better sort of comedy writer. I don't know.
I need help. I mean, I think that you have a team.
Do you need an assistant?
Maybe he can bring someone else in for a little help.
You see how Howard's life is more complicated than mine.
Right. You're a close second. I mean, you know,
I play chess on the internet all day.
Yeah,
People have to track me.
Howard has 3 children, and there's a lot going on.
Okay, there's a lot going on.
He's running a big business here. I have gigs on the fucking road.
All right, Teddy, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you. Teddy,
you're a good kid, Teddy.
Yes, Howard TV.
Ted, so what's the deal now? Are you gonna resign?
I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I'm in there pleading for help, and
Artie seems willing to give it to you. He seems.
No, he's not. He's saying that he won't fire me and he won't give me help, so I have to somehow figure out how to do this by myself.
Well, that's just it. You've been given another chance, or you've been given a sort of a reprieve here.
Right, but I don't know. I'm telling him that it's not working. I need help. I need, you know, I need to be able to focus all my time and energy on this. Or he needs to bring in someone else part-time and have 2 part-time people doing 1 full-time job.
Why not revamp your approach, though? Why not take like a 2-week period where you do things completely differently and in a more organized way?
I don't know. I mean, I could try something like that, but it's tough because I'm always coming back. I mean, you got to remember, everything's coming back to this place, and first things first are my responsibilities here, and then. You know, I don't know. I have to just basically invent a whole new system for. I mean, what happened with the date was literally just a really bad, you know, misfortune and an awful on the worst day possible. I mean, you know, that's it. Just the worst day possible. I don't know how that date got switched. And again, I just came off looking like, I mean, if you make the tiniest little mistake, it's this big when it reaches, you know.
Of course, but it seems as if he'd give you, you know, a free pass if your whole approach was more organized, and you've admitted that you're disorganized.
I'm just, look, I've had a system, I've tried different variations. Ultimately, it's impossible when I can't get through to him, I can't communicate with him, and weeks go by where I don't even talk to him. And then by that point, so much stuff gets backed up that I don't even know where to begin when I do get in touch with him. And you tell me, you know, someone has an ironclad system for that.
Right. No, there are difficulties. You know, I can see.
You give me an ironclad system for, you know, not speaking to someone who's got, you know, I need to talk to him every day. And I talk to him once a week, and if that.
Why not stop him here at the show?
For 36 hours. You've seen us in the hallway trying to. I try to bring him stuff, but it's not the best place for him to talk about stuff. He's been up since 4 in the morning. He's exhausted, and then the show's going on, and it's hard to talk to him out here when I'm trying to give him stuff that he has to pay attention to, and we're standing over 15 cupcakes. So
during his break,
look,
and
I don't have a meeting place after this. I can't see him right after the show because of the wrap-up show is starting, and I have to be there. So then by the time he gets home, he eats a little lunch. Then he's asleep, because he's been up all morning, and then and then he ends up calling me late at night when he's up and I'm asleep.
So there's a lot of roadblocks.
So there's a lot of
roadblocks.
Yeah. Guys, I want it to go well, and I just want everything to be fine, but I'm failing, and I'm telling you that I'm reaching out for help, and I'm not getting it. So.
Well, good luck, Ted.
All right, thank you.
Okay, sir.
Oh, God.
Good morning, Sandra.
How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Great. Excellent. What's up? What's happening? Somebody sent some ugly flowers. I hope those aren't for Howard.
Right this way, Sam. Sorry.
I'm just following around. I always do.
I'm just glad when I don't walk into the wall.
Well, that's
always a good morning.
That's always a good day, right?
So, absolutely. So, you've got a new show on Logo.
Fabulous, called DTLA, Downtown LA.
All right.
It's a very groovy show about groovy people in LA.
And Howard,
downtown.
Howard's a groovy person.
Well, yeah, we know that.
Possibly the grooviest.
But he is not an groovy LA person. He's a groovy New York person.
True.
I can never see Howard living in LA.
No, absolutely not.
That's not even in the realm of possibility. I don't even know if Howard ever goes to LA. I've never known him to go to LA.
I think only with America's Got Talent when he had to go to
when he was forced.
Yeah, but he doesn't like traveling or anything.
No, I know he doesn't. He likes getting in his car, staying in the New York environs, as it were.
Yes.
Right?
You know him very well.
I do know. I've known Howard for a long time, since the 80s.
I watch people come through these doors and they're shaking with trepidation.
Well, also they don't get the humanity of Howard.
Exactly.
The depth.
You do. You look into those blue eyes.
Yeah. When he lets me in.
Right.
You have to kind of work your way in slowly.
Do you think you can get in there today?
I think the question is, will he get into me today?
Ooh,
that's
I
more
like
important.
That. See?
I've gotten into Howard. Now it's time for Howard to get into me.
Spoken like a Stern Show veteran.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. He has to do the work to get into me. I'm always there. I'm always an open book. Giving. And now it's time to take.
The ball's in his court.
That's right.
He's gonna have to.
That's right. You know it.
I like your style, Sam.
It's the way it is. It's the reality of our very, tough times that we're living in.
True.
It's, economic downturn, emotional downturn. So we like to fill it back up.
Okay.
All of my resources.
Well, best of luck today.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. I'm going to need it.
Oh, Sandra Bernhard is here. She's an amazing woman, this Sandra Bernhard, because everything... She's so connected to show business.
She lives and breathes it.
She lives and breathes show business. And, I think about all the stories I know about you.
Thank you, Gary.
All the stories you've told me about in your life.
Yes, baby.
And, everything comes back to you in a weird way. I'm even thinking about, the big scandal this year was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And you were the woman he originally hit on. And that
on the beach.
Yeah.
In Venice.
Sandra Bernhard was walking down the street in Venice on the beach.
I was laying on the beach in Venice.
Right.
And Arnold came over and he leaned down on one knee, very chivalrous. Chivalrous.
Yeah.
A chival.
He's
it was a chival ceremony.
Chivalrous. You look good.
Thank you, sweet. I miss you.
I miss you too. I haven't seen you.
Well, I guess you got so busy.
Yeah. Well, I'm a judge.
Yeah, you're a judge.
Yeah.
Here come the judge.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, darling.
Hey, baby.
So,
Yeah, I was thinking about... Oh, go ahead. You were saying...
Well, you're always saying you want to see me back in my acting mode.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, I'm on this fabulous new show that's on Logo called DTLA.
Logo
Downtown LA.
Logo is the gay network.
It's the gay network, but they're kind of like trying to reach out across the board now because
be a little more
gay
inclusive.
is the new black.
Right. It is, yeah.
And everybody's gay and everybody wants to be part of it.
What is the show? Tell me what you're up to.
I play the lead character's mother, and the lead character, his life is falling apart.
He's a gay fellow?
He's a gay fellow, very cute, sexy
and you're the mom.
guy. And I'm his mom, and he comes to see me, and he falls apart, and I said, listen, you're a mess, and fucking pull your shit together. You little fagula.
Are you understanding of him being gay?
Well, yeah, because Melanie Griffith plays my ex on the show.
Oh, you're gay too?
We've raised, discreetly.
Oh, you're gay and your son is gay?
Yeah.
And you're gay with Melanie Griffith?
Yeah.
How's she looking?
She looks great.
I almost did a movie with her.
You did?
Yeah.
How much did you love Melanie? Isn't she?
I don't know her that well. She came into town and had a meeting with me about this movie. Yeah.
Recently?
No, 100 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, Melanie is Hollywood royalty.
Is she?
Well,
you're right. Tippi Hedren.
Tippi Hedren.
Who was in Hitchcock the Bird. Yeah.
And now they've done that HBO special.
I think she's hot.
I've always had... Well, first I adore her as a person, but I've always thought she was the sexiest person in the world.
When you are gay with Melanie Griffith, I mean, the role is that you're lovers.
Well, we're ex-lovers.
Oh, you're ex-lovers. So
yeah, we've raised our son together. We were like on the cutting edge of having a child before anybody else.
So there's nothing sexual between you and Melanie?
We meet up to discuss our son, and we sort of... There's a moment of rekindling the emotions so that when
Kissing?
it gets... No, there's no kissing, but next season.
Titties?
Next season.
Titties? Come on, give me something here.
We're in a store. We're in her store.
No titty in the store?
Not titties.
Oh, Christ.
Titties. City titty. Big
I'd love to see
titty.
you guys topless, and you don't care about being topless. It would be great, you and Melanie Griffith.
We got to work toward it in next season.
Will you have love scenes?
I think we'll get to it.
I always said this to you.
Yes,
I think you're a fabulous actress when you were on Roseanne, and especially when you were in King of Comedy.
Well, I think you're going to see that again on this show.
Because I think Hollywood turned its back on you.
They did. They shit all over me.
Do people know that Sandra Bernhard was offered the role in Sex and the City of Amanda?
I did not know that.
Yeah, and she turned it down. Is that a brilliant move?
Not Amanda, Miranda.
Miranda.
Actually, it was Amanda. It was.
Yeah, she was Amanda. They wrote her out.
But they wrote that part off.
They didn't like her. No, but you were offered the part of Miranda.
Right.
And you turned it down.
Well, I turned it down because there wasn't enough money, and who knew the show was going to be a big hit?
When you would seriously, be honest, when you sit home and watch that show, would you pull the fucking hair out of your head? No?
I don't really see myself in that role. I think, and I'm not trying to be magnanimous or self-deprecating.
It was something you don't think you could have done well.
I think that that Cynthia Nixon was really right for the role.
Okay, yes, but you could have been
I would have
right
done
too.
something different.
You would have been a fun, sassy friend
that's true. It's true.
I think you're putting yourself down here.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I think you.
But I think there's something else that's better suited for me.
Have you turned down other things I don't know about that you should have taken?
No.
No, that was the big one.
No, that was the big one.
That was a big
Everybody
paycheck.
in Hollywood has. It wasn't a big paycheck until the end.
Right.
That's the whole
true.
point.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to say what they were offering $7,500 a week.
Someone told me you were worth, how much were they offering?
$500 a week.
Right. In other words, HBO gets away with
And I'd already done Roseanne and was making quite a bit more than that.
Well, can you make a week on Roseanne on a sitcom?
Compared to network.
Yeah,
exactly.
But HBO got away for years.
Exactly. Well, they still do.
And by the way, I know when you're sitting at home, you hear $7,500 a week, you go, fuck, I'll take that. But this girl's making money doing clubs and doing television. She brings her price down like that. Then all of a sudden
that was part of the problem. I consulted with my representation. I was like $7,500 a week. And it wasn't like anybody was Nobody knew about Sex and the City. This was not like something that was like out of the gate. It took a year for that show to get its legs, but they were still not making. I think that for 2 years people were making $7,500.
So your management said, "Hey, listen, you're doing much better on Roseanne.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, what are you doing?"
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? So, of course, in retrospect,
Someone told me you were worth $8 million.
That's the word out on the street, Howard.
Is that true? $8 million?
A little more.
Because you kind of walk around like you're poor or something. You try to...
I mean, you got to, so that people keep paying you.
Right.
What business? Excuse me, Howard. What are you worth?
No, but I'm just saying...
$1 billion. Are you going to lower your price just because...
No, I'm just trying to figure out what you're worth.
Who cares what's in the bank?
Right.
Bringing it home in the bank.
You're trying to make a living out there.
I'm trying to make more than a living.
So they come to you, this network logo.
Yeah. Well, no, the show was done guerrilla style first.
Don't you? When I hear guerrilla, I hear cheap.
Yeah.
Right.
But, now you got no choice.
Is this a real acting role? I mean, do you get to do like what you did in Kings of Comedy?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're never going to do that again.
Were you nominated for that? No.
I was no, not for an Oscar, but I was given the National Society of Film Critics Best Supporting Actress, which is usually the precursor to getting nominated.
And then you didn't get nominated.
Back in those days, though, it was 83. The machinery wasn't in place.
What does that mean?
The publicity. Now every young actress, you walk into it.
I can't imagine you didn't get nominated.
I know,
and maybe you're right. Nowadays they would have been all over that.
Now.
Yeah,
I would have been all over it because I would have been a much savvier person. I was like an artist. What did I know?
Why the hell didn't you get offered more movie roles after that? What happened?
Because I did, and a lot of the movie roles were like I was shooting this film called Beer.
Yeah.
And it was a piece of dreck.
Right.
You know what I mean? The movie roles were not up to the
And sometimes
standards.
you got to just take a movie role and hope for the best. You're not in control.
That movie was never even released. So there you go. I mean,
a lot of goddamn problems.
Yeah. Look at me.
The road is not straight.
The road is not straight
the road
at all.
is not straight, honey.
And how is the gay network doing? The Logo Network. I mean, are they making any money? Are they making any inroads? I don't hear a thing about.
Well, they had RuPaul's Drag Race.
Well, there you go.
That kind of put the.
That was their signature show.
Do they have any shows?
There I stand on my word. Like I said, they got nothing. No.
Yeah, who's doing worse, the Oprah Network or the Logo Network?
Oh, I think Logo's done okay.
Has it? Do they have a show that's broken through into the conscious? They have their Snooki of
the RuPaul is a huge show.
You're not
kidding.
Is a
big deal.
RuPaul Drag Race is a big deal.
Oh my God!
What is it like? The American Idol of drag?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Exactly.
Oh okay.
It's
I should
a
watch
show.
that. I would watch
like
that.
It.
I do like those guys. I've hung out with some drag queens.
Listen, I put drag queens on the map back in the late '80s, honey.
You were always a big supporter.
Always. I knew, and I had like my finger on the pulse, and I continue to do.
I saw your old buddy Madonna's in town.
Oh, she's back. That's right. She's coming back through. That poor girl. She's been on the road now. I think it's 6 months, and then
why? Why is she doing that? What's the drive there?
She's running from herself.
Is that it?
I think so.
I sometimes wonder, why is she working so hard? I mean, what is she trying to prove? That she still can keep up with the young kids?
I think it's a combo platter. But
and then all the controversy, putting up, Nazi symbols and.
Well, my favorite thing was that she showed her ass from Malala. Malala was that wonderful little 14-year-old girl from. From Pakistan.
Yeah.
Who was shot on a bus.
Because
she's a feminist. She's
right.
She's
she said, I want an education, and everybody else should get one too.
Like the kid hasn't been through enough. Now she has to see Madonna's ass.
Veiny ass.
That's a real tribute, to a 14-year-old. Malala, I love you so much, I'm going to show you my ass.
You don't miss that friendship with that great attitude of hers that she puts together the dots that says, hey, I'm going to show my ass for Malala? It's crazy.
I saw her at 𝗵𝗵𝗿𝗄. We had a little
is that right?
Yeah.
Well, how did that go?
At
the Kabbalah Center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
thought you go to a different. I thought you go to a different temple.
I do most of the time. Although I'm tired of the whole fucking thing. You know what I mean?
You're getting rid of religion? You're throwing it out?
Well, because religion is the cause of 90% of the problems in the world. I mean, not spirituality, but when religion comes in, and of course, they were all like, they're all freaked out because Obama's not pro-Israeli enough because he wants Israel to settle and get. Let's make this happen. Let's move forward. Finally,
trying to find a solution.
Yeah, let's be a real.
Let's have a real negotiation.
Exactly, and they don't want to do that.
Well, that's a complicated situation.
It's very complicated. I'm not saying, but don't tell me. Because Obama, they're a little racist. They say the Schwarzer,
right?
All the religious people. We have to take our marching orders from a Schwarzer.
Meanwhile, you go to Israel, everybody looks like a Schwarzer.
Honey, they all are.
That's right. That's exactly
right. We're all Schwarzers from the beginning.
That's right.
Look at us, the lips, the noses. When you look at older black people and Jews, they
merge into one.
They morph into one.
Jews and blacks are the same.
Yeah.
That's right.
They're the same bad attitudes later in life, too. They yell at you.
You took me to Temple one time.
That's right.
And I watched you in there, and we went to a very Orthodox place.
Yeah.
And we were separated because you're a woman and I'm a man.
Exactly.
And so I watched you pray and sing.
Yeah.
You love it. You get so much fun out of it.
I love the music.
But so you're saying now you're rejecting it and not going?
No, I'm not rejecting that at all. I'm rejecting the fundamentalism of it.
Right.
Where they start telling you,
So maybe you should go to a Reform temple where
they don't play the same music.
Right. You like the real deal.
I like the traditional prayers.
Have you ever heard
melodies.
Rabbi Gottfried, who I think is one of the greatest singers of all time of traditional Jewish music?
No.
Fred, if you have some, play some for Sandra. Tell me what you think of him. I think this guy's got the best voice, that this is going to move you as a religious person. No, listen.
What do you
think of this guy?
Is that Gilbert Gottfried?
Yes.
I saw him on my street the other day with his 2 kids.
Isn't it weird to see Gilbert with children?
I walked right past him.
Oh, you did? It's too weird?
I don't like getting into stuff with him. You know what I mean? Because he's always he gets into that contrarian mode that he's been in from day one.
I know what you're speaking about. I have gone out, I'm walking around.
Turn that off. I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
I was out on the street one night, and I was going to a wonderful restaurant with my wife, and this was years ago. And all of a sudden, I see Gilbert there with his then girlfriend, which was so freaky anyway.
What does the girlfriend / wife look like?
But beautiful girl, very, very attractive girl,
really,
and very nice and very normal. And
the kids are cute.
Yeah, and so I saw Gilbert, and I'm like, "Hey, Gilbert, how you doing?"
Not so good.
Not even like he looked at me like he didn't know me. I mean, I know this guy for 100 years.
Yeah,
it was
of course we all do.
I said I thought this was an act a little bit. It's not. I mean, you're right. It's very awkward to meet him outside of any kind of showbiz situation.
I saw him from behind, and of course he's he's immediately recognizable, and he's pushing a carriage. I was like, is there something in there? I thought maybe there was an old pug or something.
Or maybe
how people do that in New York.
Yeah.
Old people
in the
push
strollers, they have a dog.
Or maybe
you see an old pug with gray.
But with Gilbert, you think maybe it's just all the free bottles of water he takes from my studio. Who knows? And he puts it in a baby carriage.
But then I saw a little girl walking in front, screaming after her brother. Morty, Daddy wants you to come back here. You're too far away. And Gilbert's like this with that face. I'm like, the children don't run from you, even though you are the father. They still must be frightened of him.
Imagine him as a daddy.
No, I cannot imagine it.
If we didn't produce that reality show, we'd be millionaires, right? I mean,
I don't think he'd let anybody in. Even Gilbert is too embarrassed about his own strange, evolution.
You hate reality television.
I'm not a fan of it.
I love it. I mean, some of it. You don't watch Beverly Hills Housewives?
I have watched them.
And it turns you off. You get crazy.
That doesn't turn me off. I just think it's unnecessary.
So you're against reality television?
Well, when there's such good, scripted television, Homeland.
Oh my God!
Breaking Bad,
DTLA, my new show.
DTLA, Dexter.
Yeah, all the great shows.
Do you watch all these shows?
I do watch them all.
Empire.
Boardwalk Empire. Arrow. I think I lost you guys.
Yeah, there's great shows. Modern Family's a great scripted.
I can't believe how great Homeland is.
Homeland is unbelievable.
Unreal.
I mean, are you caught up with it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Last week was
the best. I just wanted to go on for 25 hours.
I say to Sarah, my girlfriend, I say I could stay up till 3 a.m. watching the show.
Right.
If it was 5 hours, I would run off to get a bowl of popcorn and come back.
I was telling Robin this morning, there's this guy I read, Bob Lefsetz. He writes an email column. It's like a blog or something.
Yeah.
And he made the point. He said, remember when rock stars were cool? All we wanted to be was rock stars. They were
right.
Now you almost laugh at them. Now it's like Homeland is the thing, or everything else is cool.
All the leads. I mean, I've never been a fan of Mandy Patinkin. How brilliant!
Me too. I thought he sucked, and now he's fantastic.
Now he's so he's so introspective, and you see so many layers and the emotions.
Don't you love him? Wouldn't you love him to be your father?
Oh my God! Yeah. Like when the girl offs herself the other day, he cries over it. I mean,
it's great.
The level of emotion on that show.
Yeah, he's really good.
The writing is phenomenal.
You're saying your new show is as good as that?
It's different than that. It's different. It's
comedy?
No, I mean it's light. It's like it's like the drama of the downtown.
Who plays your son?
This very cute guy named I believe his name is Matthew Herrick.
And how gay does he get? Does he blow other guys in it? And like is there simulated sex scenes?
Well, I think it's sexy. It's not
sexy.
It's not like over the top like porn.
Right.
But there's like real relationships. Like it's like the modern gay world.
Right.
Where
imagine gay mothers and the kid turns out to be gay.
Is that shocking?
And the kid is upset that he's gay.
No, he's not upset that he's gay. He's upset because he's breaking up with his boyfriend.
Oh.
And he has a black boyfriend who's a lawyer. And he's like a ne'er-do-well. He's like a lazy, and I'm telling him, get your life together. Get out there. Get a job. Do something. Pull yourself out of your self-indulgence and depression.
Sound like a nag.
She's a mom.
I'm a mother.
All right. Now, you are a mother. You have in real life.
That's right.
Your daughter is not gay.
No,
or you don't
she
know
is
yet.
not going to be. No.
She is not.
No.
She's way into guys.
She's just when a kid is and isn't. She has a lot of self-respect.
Right.
She doesn't give it up. She's doing her homework and sticking to the.
Is she a disappointment that she's not gay?
Not in the least.
Okay.
No,
what we're trying to raise as a good human being.
I want her to be a happy, well-adjusted.
You don't want her as a gay person?
if that was, if that was like a natural inclination.
Did you say to her, "Gay is a lot less complicated"? It really is. I think.
That would be like Maude. Remember, Maude wanted her daughter to be gay. So
are you kidding?
So current.
My daughters, all three of them, are heterosexual. I said to them, "I want you to be gay."
Well, I think you want the opposite. I want to, I want to dance at her wedding. I mean, I want.
You do?
Yeah, I want her to be with a nice person. I mean,
you really want your daughter with a disgusting man?
I hope hopefully they won't be disgusting.
What man isn't disgusting?
That's true.
Now think about it.
Even you, Howard, in your own way.
Oh, I'm so gross.
You're needy.
Even like I notice I'm older now, my balls are starting to smell a little bit. I got to shower like 2-3 times a day.
Well, they grab the sweat.
No, they grab the pee.
Oh,
I dribble.
God.
Yeah, you pee on my balls. How'd you like to be married to that?
Well, how does Beth deal with that?
Oh,
Beth is very fresh.
I keep it. She's so fresh, like a daisy.
How's Beth?
She's doing well.
I miss her.
Yeah, she's great.
Are you guys getting a new dog?
She says we will, but we have 4 cats. I'm very happy with that.
You really got into the cats.
Yeah,
which surprises me.
4 cats. We love these cats.
I know you brought one back from like the brink of death.
Yes, many of them.
And they're all in good shape now.
Yes. Hey,
you're such a good dad.
I wanted to ask you about this.
Yes,
you were friends with Phyllis Diller, the comedian?
Yes.
Who knew that?
I knew her a little bit over the years, but toward the end, we went together to Hawaii to do Roseanne's reality show, Roseanne's Nuts.
And did you like her?
Phyllis?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Good woman.
Brilliant.
Inspiration to you as a comedian?
Of course, growing up. I mean...
And you didn't even finish the story of Madonna, so you see her in the temple... Like just recently.
Yeah, no, I went over and said hi. That's
And it wasn't weird?
No, I've seen her so many times over the years.
Oh, really?
She blows hot and cold. I think that she has 4 kids now.
Wow.
And that's a lot of responsibility, especially when you're out on the road for 8 months.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's really taking that responsibility?
How is she raising those kids if she's on the road for 8 months?
I don't know, because we haven't hung out at her place, so I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how she does it.
I'd be curious. She must.
Of course, everybody does, but
Would she ever come over and say hello to you, or do you always have to go over and say?
I always go say hello to her.
Yeah. Doesn't that annoy you a bit? I mean, what is that?
I don't really care at this point. It's like, who gives a shit?
But how does the conversation end? Because I'm so awkward with this stuff. That's why I'm asking you.
I just said, hey, let's get together when you get off the road. Oh, yeah, I'm living on the Upper East Side. And I say, great. And then what? Am I supposed to come over with like a bag of cookies and just sit and schmooze? I mean, what?
So isn't that awkward that you say, hey,
it's not awkward for her. What's that, Rob?
I say supposed to go hunting for her. You're on the Upper East Side.
Yeah,
Yeah, right,
exactly.
yeah.
Oh, here, I'll try to find you.
Yeah, I mean, that's such a fucking blow off.
I know.
I live over there.
I'm an Upper East Sider now.
Yeah, right.
Never.
Yeah.
But Phyllis Diller was fabulous.
Yeah, I interviewed her once, about 100 years ago.
Did you have fun interviewing
Yeah,
her?
I mean, who even remembers? I was at NBC. It was like a million years
Yeah.
ago. I'm sure she thought I was insane.
No,
Yeah.
Phyllis was not a judgmental person.
Really?
No, she's a good lady.
Yeah, I just was wondering. And then another friend of yours, which I didn't even know, like you are so networked. Jane Fonda's a good friend of yours?
Well, Jane had me co-host this fundraiser with her a few weeks ago. She has this initiative to raise money for
and the body is still good on her.
Yeah, so the whole thing is good.
And she looks good.
She looks amazing.
Do you know her for years?
She's somebody I've known, and to say hello. Of course, I was very respectful. It's Jane Fonda.
Sexual fantasy of yours?
No.
No? I would have thut for sure.
No.
She's so your type.
No, Jane Fonda's not my type. She's
back in the day?
No, not really. I mean, I love her, and I think she's beautiful. But there's certain people with the energy.
Oh.
Jane's got like a coolness to her, but like also like a fragility. That sometimes like that's a lot of responsibility. She's a wonderful person. She's got her shit together. Of course, she always has. She's brilliant.
I think so.
She's really and she's really stayed true to her.
I know she gets a lot of shit for the Hanoi Jane thing, but
listen,
with the Vietnam War, I still think back to the Vietnam War and all the guys who died.
Right.
She was right on.
She was right on.
She was anything to end that war.
She probably knew in a few years we'd be building hotels there. Why are we bombing?
Excuse me. Now you put on a cute T-shirt, made in Vietnam.
Right.
I mean, we couldn't have made that happen back then.
Yeah.
We had to go and
what
destroy.
the hell were we doing?
I don't know. What are we ever doing?
And answer this also.
Yeah.
Gary told me a weird story he heard about you. That years ago you went to a Cat Stevens concert with a friend.
Yeah.
You got separated from the friend at the concert and never heard from that friend again.
Really?
Yes, that was.
How can you live with that? I mean, how do you not follow up with that?
Well, the whole school, that involved my whole high school. She just we don't know what happened to her.
No one knows what happened to her?
No.
You mean she
to
disappeared?
This day, she literally disappeared.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my! Oh, I thought it was a friend of yours, and you just never bothered to call her.
No, we were friends. No, I mean.
Do you think she died?
Well, apparently we don't. To this day, we don't know if she just decided to drop out.
Did the police come and
the police came
investigate
to
you?
the school. Sure, everybody.
And they questioned you. Did you see anything? And you never saw anything?
No, I mean, we thought, because she was such a hippie,
we
thought that she went out and hooked up
joined
with
something,
the Indian reservation, she was always talking
Right.
about dropping out, and who knows, maybe she did.
God, everything about your life is so intense.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had a lot of experiences. Don't you think you've had an abnormal amount of experiences like that?
Well, but you need that, as a performer to draw, and otherwise life gets boring.
Your celebrity crush is Pippa Middleton.
Really?
You said that, this is a quote from you, her ass looks like two peaches.
That's what I talk about in the show. I do a whole piece about how she really upstaged her sister at the wedding.
Right.
How
But
she
you're very excited by this, yes? That's not some. I mean, when you say a woman's ass is like two peaches, that's like the biggest compliment from you.
Once again, am I going to pursue Pippa at this point in my life?
No, I'm not saying, but you have a celebrity crush?
I like Pippa because she is confident, because, she is a commoner.
Right.
And she's, and her sister and her have been welcomed into the bosom. Listen, the royalty have had to lower their standards
Because of those two.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't really mean that literally, but they had their certain way of connecting people that had to have that royal strain, but it then becomes
look, if they go too
inbreeding.
far in that family, they find a stripper.
Thank you.
So
exactly,
you know what?
Robin.
Only you have these kind of thoughts about it. I never even think about stuff like this.
I'm
You're
an
consumed.
observer, Howard. You know that when we discuss people, I take in the nuances.
You don't have a celebrity crush like my wife thinks Gwyneth Paltrow is the most physically beautiful woman, and just thinks everything about her is fascinating. And I say to her, I think.
Why would Beth even bother? Beth is amazing.
But she just admires.
Beth is athletic, and
but she admires Gwyneth Paltrow.
Well, that's sweet. I mean, Gwyneth is she's somebody who really works at it.
Is that someone Beth shouldn't admire?
I wouldn't say not to admire her. I mean,
you know her?
I know Gwyneth a little bit. We've never hung out per se, but she's very into macrobiotic cooking, and she has her.
She doesn't turn you
blog.
on?
No, not in the least.
You don't see her that way.
No. I don't find Gwyneth sexual. I find her very asexual.
Who do you find hot? Hillary Clinton? Who? I mean, I'm having a hard read on you. Who is the hottest woman right now in show business sexually? Michelle Obama? Who is it?
I admire and adore her.
Yeah, but she didn't turn you on.
Oh, I think.
Go ahead.
Oh God, I'm totally blanking on
If I gave you a free pass, your wife would not be upset with you. Lindsay Lohan?
No, God, no. No. Brad Pitt's wife. What's her name?
Angelina
Jolie.
Really?
Hands
Still?
down. I wish she'd gain a little weight.
Right. She's getting too thin.
She's too skinny.
And
but when she has the right amount of weight on her, I find her to be the most. She's sexy.
You could never be attracted to a woman who looked like Oprah, could you?
No, I mean, I might want to rest my head on her bosom and cry.
Right.
But
she doesn't do it for you. Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie is definitely she is of the moment.
How is your relationship going? Are you
great?
Everything is good.
Everything's great.
Great.
We work through things. It's an ongoing. It's a work in progress, as I'm sure it is with you and
What does
Beth.
you mean work through things? Like, what's something you work through? Help me out with this.
Listen.
Because I'm not working through anything.
Oh, stop it.
That is ridiculous. I know that you work on your relationship with Beth.
No, but I mean, I don't know what that means, working through something. What am I supposed to be working through?
Sometimes you're bored. Sometimes you're restless. Sometimes.
Do you admit that to your spouse? That you're...
But not in those. It's not like you're bored with yourself. You want things to happen. Career. Things become like. You
mean you get weighed down with your own stuff?
Yes, and therefore you get bitchy and you don't focus. Sarah likes a certain amount of focus, and everybody does.
And sometimes you don't. Sometimes you take her for granted.
I'm a Gemini too, and I'm like, no, I don't take her. I never take her for granted. But there are times when when I'm sort of spaced out and doing my thing, or I'm being in the process of creating, or I'm on the road and I come home and I'm exhausted. It's like. And
then she says to you, Sandra, you're not being good to me.
No, she's just like, I would like a little more focus and
that's where
undivided attention.
And that's where you have to work on something.
I just have to work on that in general. I'm not a laser focused person on people. Even with my daughter, sometimes I have to slow down because I'm. Not only do I have my career, I do things around the house. I'm the one who does the laundry, and I'm the one who washes the dishes because I like to do that.
Right.
But I'm also like a spinner. I don't like sitting around. It's not my thing.
See, I have that problem.
I know.
Because I have a lot of interests.
Exactly.
And I'm not focused on everybody.
People get hurt.
So how do I work through that? I have to consciously...
You have to remember that there are other people there.
Well, how am I going to do that? Write it down?
Yes.
You have to kind of pull yourself back every couple of days and go, hey, Beth, what's happening? You do that with Beth.
I do that. So that's what you mean by work. So that's what you mean by working through stuff.
I mean, it's not some deep emotional
trauma. You're teaching me because I don't know what that means, working through stuff. But you're right. Then I guess I do.
Refocusing.
Right. I have to refocus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we all do in relationships. You do sort of take people for granted when they're there 24/7.
Anybody cheating on anyone?
Oh, no. There's no room in our life for cheating.
General Petraeus, should he have resigned?
I don't understand what the big stink is. I mean,
me neither.
What about that wife?
What about her?
I mean, 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿. I mean, God bless her. A little haircut.
Something.
Lipstick. Can you blame?
I was trying to think, what era is that from? What is she doing?
I mean, you see this lineup. It was in the paper yesterday of all these, I don't even know who these people were, but these sexy broads in leather and their husbands. And then there's 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿 at the end with this amorphous haircut.
I was like, is she Amish? What's going on?
But they had a picture of her. They had a picture of her in the paper when she was young and he married her, and she was cute.
Well, I could see that.
So does a person have a right not a right to cheat, but does a person do you get when they lose interest because it's not what they paid for?
Okay, listen, let's back up.
Yeah.
I mean, Petraeus himself with those teeth.
No beauty.
I mean, I couldn't believe he got that chick to begin with.
Well,
but there's power.
Power. Women like powerful
CIA.
men.
Then I thought, this is a good Homeland sort of vibe.
Yes.
Absolutely. Not as sexy as Homeland.
Right.
But still, the idea.
But look, he's no prize.
No, he certainly isn't.
But he's in shape, and he's got a powerful position.
And he's wearing the CIA garb, and he was at the front lines.
Right.
And
Yes.
the desert, storms and.
So why, like in France, if a guy cheats, it's like, so what? We've had presidents who've all cheated.
But I think this is, we're very provincial in this country.
We are. Sex is our one thing.
It's our.
It drives us.
Like in other countries, they go, "Oh, the guy had sex, and you want to fire him?"
I know.
What?
That elevates them. That's a celebration.
Well, there is a too far, when you get to Strauss-Kahn and Berlusconi, there is a little too far you can go in Europe.
These are child abusers.
Are you
kidding.
Are you saying that if your wife started looking like 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿, you would probably?
If my wife looked like 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿, she would kill herself. She wouldn't allow that to happen.
Right. I mean, I've met your wife.
Yes.
She is hot.
She's gorgeous.
She really is. Very beautiful woman.
Very smart.
I have photographed your wife.
You have photographed us. I don't ever like to talk about what we do in our private moments with you.
Yes.
But our photo session with you was possibly one of the sexiest experiences of my life.
Very loving.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Howard directed us, Robin, in a way that was, took it to some other place.
It's more like yelling than directing. I just go, "Would you two kiss each other?"
No, but it was like a lot of bending backwards,
posing,
a lot of acrobatic.
The pictures came out nice.
Soleil poses.
I had Sandra upside down.
Haven't you been photographed by the
no,
great Howard Stern?
She does not pose for me.
I'm holding out. Everybody else can get photographed first. I want to see what he does.
He's
she doesn't want to be nude.
Believe me.
Take your clothes off, Robin, and let's get going.
Very beautiful pictures. Very sexy.
But if your wife got the 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿 kind of homely syndrome, she caught that disease.
That'd be done.
But isn't that wrong as a feminist? Isn't that that we fight against stuff like that, looks and all this?
I think there's also a certain commitment in a relationship to keep things hot and interesting.
Yeah, Beth told me she'd leave me if I got fat.
Well, there you go.
And I took that as a sign that I better...
warning.
A warning, yeah. Right.
But there's a certain level of self-worth that you have to keep up, and it has nothing to do with feminism. You have to take care of yourself.
So you're saying that 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿 is at fault also because she's kind of let it...
I'm sure she let it go,
right.
Yeah. She probably got in bed at night and rubbed her feet with some sort of a liniment.
Right.
That's not
when
sexy.
That happens in a relationship, she's saying something too.
That's right.
It's true. Could Holly make herself hot?
From what I've seen...
It's beyond that.
I think it's beyond.
It's hopeless.
Look, I'll tell you one thing. Once she dumps him, she's going to slim down, get that hair colored.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see, Robin. I think we should track the 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿's evolution.
Would you ever consider doing a show where you make over 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿, like a one-shot
that would be genius,
It would be great, right?
We'd
get her on the treadmill, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like The Biggest Loser kind of
That
thing.
would be fun.
Listen, darling.
Yes,
you are
baby.
special. I'm happy you're now back on television.
Me too. Thank you.
The world rejoices that Sandra Bernhard is going to be on DTLA, which stands for
Downtown LA.
Downtown LA. When you go on stage, nude, essentially.
Yeah.
Do you worry about now, because your daughter's getting older, that you can't do that kind of thing, or is that just not part of the equation? You'll do whatever it takes.
My daughter has her own life. She's very disinterested in me. She likes Lana Del Rey. That singer.
She's cute, though, Lana Del Rey.
Well, no, I'm saying I like Lana Del Rey, too,
right.
but my daughter has her own taste.
But Lana Del Rey's not a fun singer to watch, right? She's not great.
But my daughter listens to her incessantly.
Really?
We bought our daughter a little turntable, so she has some vinyl, so she listens to it on vinyl.
Why would you do that?
And I hear the whining from the other room, because she wanted it.
She wanted vinyl?
She loves vinyl.
No kidding.
The kids
That's very
love vinyl.
sophisticated. They do?
Yeah. It's back again, because they like that texture and that sound.
They don't want the iPod with the...
Well, she has that, too. Believe me. She has all the different,
And she's into Lana Del Rey.
Yeah.
That seems very sophisticated.
She's very sophisticated, but not precocious.
And wait, so she doesn't say, "Hey, I want to go watch my mom perform." She's not...
No, she's been on the road with me, but she likes to be backstage. She sets up my merchandise table. She helps sell the merchandise.
So she stands there at the table and sells stuff?
Yeah.
And what merchandise do you have? T-shirts?
T-shirts, CDs.
Sandra Bernhard T-shirt?
Yeah, very sophisticated, groovy T-shirt. I should have brought you one.
T-shirts and what? CDs? And
CDs, DVDs.
Organic vegetables, anything. You know what I mean?
Eggs, farm to table.
That's like a new thing. Like comedians all have a table.
Well,
and
got to. I mean, you make your extra cash.
Can you make some good money doing that?
Sure.
And she knows how to give the change?
Oh,
you know?
yeah, honey.
Yeah.
She
That's the first
hangles.
thing.
And then I gave her 10% of the sale. She goes, wait a minute. That's a little cheap.
Right. She's doing all the sales.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's very savvy.
Wow.
I know. It's amazing.
Do you ever fantasize about your daughter becoming friends with Lordas, the daughter of Madonna?
She's observed Lourdes at holidays.
She has.
Yeah.
Does your daughter want to be friends with Lourdes? Because
no.
Wouldn't that be exciting to have a celebrity friend?
I don't think she cares. I mean, she's
right.
She has
her own thing.
She has her own friends. Believe me, these kids have their own thing going on.
If your daughter became friends with Lourdes,
it could happen,
and then got you and Madonna back together.
Or they just went off and did their own thing and looked at both of us and went, "Oh, those two are a bummer."
Right.
You know.
They should at least follow each other on Twitter. Lourdes.
Who knows what they do?
Right.
I can't. I just stay out of it.
See Sandra Bernhard on DTLA. For more information, go to sandrabernhard.com.
Yep. New pictures up on the website.
Oh yeah, you redid it.
I got fabulous new pictures by this fabulous photographer.
What are you doing in these pictures?
Just they're upbeat, they're jaunty, they're fun.
Right. You decided to do a rehaul of your whole image.
It was time to do a refreshening. You know, I reinvented myself, Howard.
Did you?
Yeah. And I found myself to be more enchanting than I ever dreamed.
Well, I find you enchanting. Yes, Balls. Go ahead for Sandra.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now, Howard.
Hey now.
I just want to ask Sandra, have you ever tried to get intimate with a woman and found that her vagina stunk? And how do you handle that embarrassing
Of course
situation?
she has. Who hasn't?
You kind of know that ahead of time as a girl. You know about somebody's hygiene.
What do you mean? You can tell?
That isn't something that like sort of creeps up. A guy like you might find somebody like who's been sitting at the bar for a week. Yeah, there's a chance that they're.
I got to tell you, like Balls, I'm always desperate, so I don't. Sometimes I have to overlook that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't care if I have a smelly turd.
Right.
Well, good for you. You know what? I like your style.
He's no General Petraeus. He'll take anybody. All right, thank you, Balls. General Balls, thank you.
General Balls.
Thanks. That's right. I finally got the recognition I deserve.
Are you saying you can tell? See why you want your daughter to be a lesbian? I want her with a guy.
But some of the new breed of young guys, they're a little different.
A little more hip.
Well, they're sweeter. They have they're a little more balanced. The feminine and the feminine and the masculine.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But believe me, she won't accept anything less than the best of my kid.
Good.
I won't let her.
No, you've trained her well.
You know.
SandraBernhard.com. Go on and see what Sandra is talking about. This whole new image of hers on this website.
You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter as well.
Yes.
As you know.
At Sandra Bernhard.
Yeah. But I haven't seen you much on Twitter.
I don't know.
It's exhausting.
Now, you spend like 20 minutes a day, at least 20 minutes a day, answering your fans on Twitter.
Yeah, I definitely. It is.
Now, what do you mean? What do you do? Because I got news for you. I'm exhausted from it. There's a lot of negativity toward me.
There is a lot of negativity,
and it gets me.
It's exhausting. But I block those people.
What is the worst thing people say? Someone said the other day, "I hope you and your parents and Beth die."
That's nice.
I mean, that's as low as it gets. Yeah,
horrible.
Like, what did I do to you?
Fuck you. Like, beat it.
What do people say to you?
Oh, it's more or less you liberal bitch. That kind of shit. It's like, oh wow,
ouch,
liberal. Ooh, you hurt me. Yeah, no shit.
Do you get caught up in how many followers you have? Is it you compare to the other celebrities?
No.
How the hell?
Who's got time for that?
You don't care.
No, I've got my core people. I know who it reaches. Right. I know that they'll know where I am in terms of my career, and that's.
And what do? You answer them personally?
If there's somebody who's really cute and says something, that I connect with.
Like what? Like what's something that you connect
like, oh
with?
God, it's my birthday, Sandy. Give me a shout out. I saw you back in the day.
And what
do
you do? You say, oh, shout out?
I'll say, happy birthday, baby. I love you. Just make them feel special.
Really? Oh, that's it.
Yeah. And we don't get into some I have a couple of people that I've become friendly with. But,
You mean fans?
Yeah, like there's this guy in Flint, Michigan, where
I'm
from.
Him.
and he's done this animated thing based on his autistic son.
Right.
So like I'm helping him out. I helped him out with Kickstarter, raising money to like finance.
So you really get involved with the fans.
If it's somebody who has the goods,
you catch a vibe.
That's 1 out of a million.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
That's not a everyday situation.
I love hearing what you're up to for some reason. Well,
we need a major catch-up. We need a dinner or something.
Yeah.
This is not good.
We'll do it.
We miss you.
That's right.
Sarah and I miss you and Beth.
You have 200,000 followers. Kathy Griffin has 1,600,000. Does that hurt you?
No.
What? Does that hurt you?
It does not hurt me. First of all, Kathy Griffin, God bless her, does something that's very, accessible in a way, and she sort of like took my sensibility, made it a little more accessible. I don't have a beef with Kathy. She's what the hell do I care?
But you don't secretly sit there and go, I want 1 million followers.
You know what? I'll get 1 million followers when something, when I do that splashy thing.
When something blows up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All
right. Listen, baby. Giving you lots of love.
I love you more.
I love you too.
I love you.
It's good always having a chat with you.
Oh, and we needed a good catch up.
We sure did. I'm happy to hear that you're doing well.
Thank you, honey.
I learned a lot. I learned that you ran into Madonna.
Yeah.
That thing, you got blown off.
No, she didn't blow me off.
You got blown off.
I'm like in such a different place now. It doesn't even faze me.
Right?
At this point, with the world falling apart, with Hurricane Sandy, with people losing their homes, people wandering like zombies in the night with nothing.
Right. It's awful.
And I have an incredible life. I'm a blessed life. Wonderful friends like you.
Did you lose power?
We lost power. But
now you're all right.
Yeah. We got our life. We got everything we need.
Sarah Silverman has 3.5 million followers.
She has a real savvy on the internet. She's that generation. She really tapped into it, and she has a lot. She
gets it.
She has a lot of videos and stuff, and she's smart and savvy.
Okay, all right. Just trying to get something going here.
Why are you trying to upset her?
I don't.
You're talking about the negativity on Twitter.
I don't know. I just want to know.
And then you try to upset her.
It doesn't. It's not upsetting me. I honestly, every person who follows me on Twitter, I've earned that person.
When's the last time you had sex with your wife? Because you seem very satisfied today. Like you're really there's no rattling you.
It's more on a regular schedule.
True.
Yeah, you got to be. Otherwise, everything falls apart.
2 times a week?
Make time.
Be honest with me. Don't give me any bullshit, because you guys have been together a long time.
2 or 3.
Really? That much?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
It's hot. You got to get it going, and also it's a release when you're working on your career and you're pent up and you're both frustrated. It's like, what other way can you really let it go?
Will you guys do each other on your periods?
No.
That's verboten.
Well, we have nice sheets.
No, but I'm saying that's verboten.
That's gross.
Is it?
I think. Maybe it's a little different if you're just putting it in.
I don't care. I'll put it into anything. I don't care what's going on.
Well, I know,
I don't care if you've got a mouse trap in there. I'll put it in. I'll take my chance.
No wonder it's shrunken.
Oh, it's been clipped. Oh. You would not strap on with a period?
I've never strapped on, ever.
Ever?
No.
I'm shocked to hear that.
That is so not my thing.
I wonder what your thing is. You got to let me watch.
I like the mushy, sexy,
Finger?
make out.
Fisting?
No, fisting?
Oh. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
What do I know what you're doing?
Somebody's got a thing that big that a fist will go in. That's not for mama.
That's not hot.
That's so not hot. That means they've had 5 kids or something.
You like 69ing?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. On a period, that's gross.
No, that's disgusting. Ugh.
Would you eat a woman's butt?
No. That is not fresh.
Ass eating. That's not about. Why are so people into that?
That's not for a Jew.
Right.
That's not kosher.
That's like pork.
It's like a piece of raw pork. Ugh.
But you've had your ass eaten. I never have.
No, I have
not.
You
haven't? It would gross you out, right?
Yeah, I don't like any. That's like.
No one ever tried that with you? In all your years of experience? Because women do
try things.
Yeah, and you're like, oh. You're very vocal.
I jump up out of bed and go, this is where I draw the line, and I leave.
Ever pee on anyone? Would that excite you?
No. Pish-off.
So what are you doing then?
Well, do you have to go to those extents?
69ing, and fingering. That's it. That's the repertoire. Right?
I mean, if that doesn't work, if you can't make it work with that, then get out of the business.
Right. You have no business being in bed with anyone. You have no business
being in that business.
God bless you. You know, I really never knew what the hell you were doing in the bedroom.
It's so weird. You've been there so many times and you were so stoned you didn't even notice.
I know. I watched a million times. Would you ever call each other mommy?
Baby.
Baby.
Mommy baby.
Mommy baby. It's fabulous. You're so inventive. I could imagine.
Granny.
Do you role play?
Sometimes we do, but we play like the two hookers or something. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
I could see
like
you
two dumb hookers.
Two dumb hookers would be
who've met up at some like at the Hustler Club.
You got to tape that so I can see it.
That's hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you play dumb. Yeah, like
how do you do
two
that?
Girls from Florida, like the Panhandle in Florida.
See, that's why it's fun to be with you because you're playing these games.
That's when
really
it gets sexy.
Let me hear you.
Hi.
Oh, that's your voice when you put on. Hi.
I'm so glad to meet you. I'm so lonely. Come by and hang out with me. Okay, I'll be right over.
I love your shoes.
Yeah, I love your shoes. I love your sparkly spiked heels.
And then things happen.
And then you go from there.
Isn't that fabulous?
And then you imagine how those two stupid people would have sex together.
Do you guys put on outfits as stupid hookers?
Yeah.
You do? Like you go, hey, I'm going to go in my room.
You put on stupid sexy lingerie.
And you go, hi.
You know, a little Victoria's Secret, something that might give you some sort of a rash.
yeah, just no natural fibers.
Exactly. And then you quickly take it off and dispose of it because it might suddenly just catch on fire in your bedroom and leave like a singed mark on your nice rug.
I could picture you like going off like for 10 minutes, getting into your slutty outfit.
Yeah.
See, that's fun.
And then you put on some sexy, stupid music and you dance a little bit with a cocktail. And
sloppy.
Spill a little bit. Maybe slip and almost fall. And then she picks you back up and throws you back on the bed and you laugh.
And then like you act like you're not even into girls at first. Like
exactly.
might touch your titty.
Uh-huh.
And then like, I kind of like that.
That's hot.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
Oh, I love this. How often do you play that?
First was everybody has to be out of the house.
Yeah, and it's got to be exhausting.
You got to be away somewhere.
Right.
And you got to that. It's like writing a scene. I mean, it's not like I'm going to write some crappy scene.
You going away on vacation at all?
We're supposed to go to Chicago together because I have a gig there, and I love Chicago. So I find Chicago very
vacation
sexy.
in Chicago?
Well, I've got a gig there, so she'll go with me to Chicago, but we'll stay at a nice hotel.
What do you do in Chicago that's so great?
Well, I'm performing there, but
I mean, what do you like about it?
Chicago to me is like the connection to
the Midwest,
the mothership of Playboy. That's where it all started. So like Hugh Hefner, like the whole idea is like
that's where you
it's like that.
Where you go.
It's like reminiscent of like the 60s when sex was like, crazy and kooky and nobody talked about it in public, but it was.
That's not where you go on vacation. You're working.
But I happen to be going there, and there's nothing sexier than doing a great
Where's the best place to go on vacation?
Chicago. I like Paris.
Paris.
Turks and Caicos.
Really? There's a lot of ants there. I went once.
To Turks and Caicos?
I hate it. I left. I packed my friggin' bag.
Where were you?
I stayed in a private home they rented me there, and I was covered. I lay down. I'm covered in ants.
Are you serious?
I said goodbye. Then they start gassing the ants with me in there.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
It must have been a weird time of year.
Yeah.
I like to go to Morocco.
No kidding.
Morocco is very sexy.
Sounds like it's too far away from me.
Oh, you would not like Morocco, Howard.
Believe
me, you couldn't handle Morocco.
I don't want Morocco.
Robin, he couldn't.
He can't handle the strange and different. He can't handle Paris.
Oh, horrible
really?
People. I don't know if I could handle that.
Doesn't Beth like to get away to these places?
Not if you're married to me, because I can eat your 𝗛ощ𝗄𝗿𝗍 out if I go on vacation with you. I will make you so miserable.
He says he's going away for this holiday. The last time they lasted 4 days.
Where are you going?
I don't want to talk about it because...
Did she plan it?
Yes.
Okay. You'll tell me some other time.
I'll talk to you about it.
After the fact.
Yeah.
But,
I hate going away.
That's so fun. But you have such beautiful places.
Yeah, I like to just stay home and see Beth. And
it's a staycation
that's
for
right.
you.
Right. Thank you.
That's all he wants.
That's all.
I understand. I get it.
In Chicago, I don't know. I never vacationed there before. Okay, look. We've spent way too long.
I don't think
we
see
have.
the rest of the states. He's a mess.
See, yeah.
Robin, we got to get him out there into the world.
Terrible.
You watch Honey Boo Boo?
What's going on with him?
I watch Honey Boo Boo, like just the little clips online.
Right.
She is adorable.
You don't think it's child abuse in some weird way? Like the kid can't even speak English.
Listen, we've gone around the bend in this country.
Go ahead. What are you saying?
We've gone too far. We're so far gone with the ice truckers and the moonshiners and the rest of the people.
Right, they're doing all
the
kinds
Miss
of craziness
Cretans.
now.
But don't you? I mean, how does a kid like that and her mother graduate high school if they can't speak English?
Listen, this is the bulk of this country.
Is it? I mean, is it that bad?
It's that bad.
We're doomed.
These are the people that don't. I'm not saying Honey Boo Boo happens to be a liberal. These people don't want health. They don't want health care.
Right.
They don't want an infrastructure in the government. They don't want education.
Right.
And I keep saying, take them all down to the south, cordon the shit off.
And call it a separate
and
country.
And let them live the way they want to live.
But they want it when they need it, Sandra.
Robin, this is the issue.
Right.
When they're half dead and their brains are hanging out of their ears,
then they
suddenly
want
go,
government.
wait, come and help me.
Right.
But it's like, and I don't.
But we don't want any help when we don't need any help.
You're not going to solve all the problems.
No,
right
we're
now.
not. We're not.
That's right. For more information, go to sandrabernhard.com. We'll be back.
Thank you for keeping some beauty in the world.
Yeah, thank you.
Takes one to know one.
Classy woman, you are.
Love you guys.
I love you too. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Hi, honey. How are you? Good.
The end of that interview turned so erotic so quickly.
Well, Howard brings that out in me.
Well, it was 1 minute it was Twitter, and the next it was peeing and butt licking and.
Well, you know what? What would you rather talk about?
That's true. I am.
Do we really want to talk about Twitter?
No. I was saying to myself, when are they going to get to the butt licking part?
Exactly.
And you did, and you delivered.
And we always get there when we need to, at just the right moment. Just like in the actual sex act, you always get there at just the right moment.
Exactly, very appropriate. But he loved. I mean, you guys go way back.
Yeah, we do.
You've been to temple together. You've studied the Torah together.
Yeah, the Talmud.
He likes to imagine what you're like in the bedroom. He wants that glimpse. Do you ever, conversely wonder what he's doing in the bedroom, what he's like as a lover?
I can only imagine, because he projects so much of his sexuality, and I know that he's an incredible lover.
Really?
And knowing Beth, I know that she wouldn't accept anything less.
Do you think he's gentle, or do you think he's erotic and perverted and...
I think he's all of the above.
He's versatile.
He's very versatile, which is what we're all looking for.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sandra. Another great appearance.
Honey. Thank you.
Why don't we get back to that game we were playing yesterday, where the
that
staff...
was great. Yeah, we got one revelation, and you bailed.
Well, no, we actually ran out of time. I didn't bail.
We?
I want to show you.
Stayed longer.
I want to show you what a man I am by listening to all of the criticism about me. This game was called. Hey, Gary, what page is the game on? Howard page of some kind?
It's called the Harmonizer game.
Okay. Why would we call it that?
Because they altered everyone's voice.
No. Well, why don't we call it How Annoying Is Howard game? All right. Who cares?
That would be a better title.
It would be. All right. So the staff did this in Harmonizer because no one wanted to get in trouble. I assure you, everyone has amnesty.
Everybody's a little pissed off about this because it was told to them by Sal that nobody would be revealed.
Never would they be revealed?
And by the way, it was also told to them by Sal that anything they said when they weren't on mic wouldn't be told, and then he ran in yesterday and said how John Lieberman said horrible things about Lisa.
Well, you know what? Why would anyone listen to Sal?
Exactly.
You know, that's their fault.
Does Sal ever know?
Sal doesn't know anything that's going on, trust me.
So you're up to number 4.
What annoys me most about Howard, I guess, would be when he feels that all back pain is in your head, when it's not.
That's Scott the engineer.
No.
I'm saying that's Scott DePace.
Yeah, is it?
Fred is correct.
Let me say something to Scott DePace, and I want to say something to my audience. I don't claim to know everything. I don't know a lot. The biggest reveal, the biggest revelation in my life was a guy named Dr. John Sarno, who is now retired, unfortunately.
Is he? I didn't know that.
I hope the planet never loses this man. I hope he lives to 1,000 years old, because this guy, one day, the world's going to wake up. He's going to be long gone, and he is going to be held up in such high regard. If you do yourself one favor in life, read his books, Healing Back Pain and The Mind-Body Connection. I don't care how annoying I am saying it for your health. I can't tell you what this man has done for me.
Well, I think that you should ignore Scott DePace.
You must understand that Scott DePace knows nothing. He's an unenlightened... Okay.
He's not alone, by the way.
I don't care. I'm telling my audience, listen to me carefully. The medical community is very, very ensconced in the back pain business. It is a multi-billion-dollar business. If everyone approached back pain the way Dr. John Sarno does, you wouldn't need pills, you wouldn't need operations. Now, is some back pain legitimate? All back pain is legitimate. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm telling you the cause. What we think is causing it is something other than what we've been led to believe. Now, look, I don't want to give you a long lecture on things. You know what? I'm tired of lecturing. I'm telling you this because...
Let them take their pills and have their...
Do whatever you want. But it kills me personally when I see, especially a loved one, going in for an operation that I know is totally unnecessary and also risky. And after the operation, you might really have some problems. Scott DePace is not a dumb guy. He's proven that with the IQ test. But he's also not an enlightened guy. I'm not saying...
You think IQ doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't really. Not based on what I can see from Scott.
Good, then you two take the test.
Yeah. No, believe me, I know my IQ's not high, but I'll tell you what. This I do know about. And I am telling you, Scott, please don't come in. I didn't invite you in.
Could I just say one thing?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm doing this for my audience. I don't care. Go get an operation with your back pain or whatever it is you need.
All right.
Honestly, what do you want to say?
All I just want to say is I think there is something to what you're saying.
Okay.
It's just
all right,
not
good,
all.
Good. Okay.
And I have friends who've had back surgeries, and now they're better.
And they will get worse. Trust me. You'll see it. It's a placebo, and it's a very good placebo. But the back pain will return.
But do you think all back pain is that?
There are
if
certain
somebody takes a club and hits you in the back, no, your back pain is from the club.
There are certain conditions that you would have to be examined by a doctor that would lead to back pain that would be something other than what I'm talking about.
Right.
It's very rare.
So you're saying most, huh?
Yeah, I'm saying 99% of back pain.
It's a general back pain that nobody can diagnose anything else about.
And they tell you it's a slip disc or this or that. Now, look, I don't want to get into a long explanation. That's not what I came here for. My audience isn't here. They're here to laugh. Now, you listen to me about Dr. Sarno, and don't listen to a closed-minded guy.
Yeah, because what they get irritated about is they never, ever investigate.
No. It's just this feeling that they're right.
Right.
Howard, can I tell you something?
I went through an exhaustive investigation of this stuff. Trust me. And if you think I know anything, and believe me, I do know lots of stuff. You saw that magic trick yesterday. Go ahead.
I was playing the game in my office, just listening to it, to make sure everything was right. And somebody walked in when I played that one, and they go, "Fuck, that was my complaint."
Well, first of all, Scott DePace was the original complainer on that. Yes, Neil.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Howard, I just wanted to tell you, about 10 years ago, I took your suggestion, and I read The Mind-Body Prescription by Dr. John Sarno. And I was in a long depression, 25 years worth. And I just wanted to thank you because reading that book started me on my journey to get out of depression and off the drugs. And his latest book, I think, is called The Divided Mind. I read that one as well.
Fabulous.
But Dr. Sarno is a genius.
Right. Yeah.
And
yes.
that's why Scott DePace can't relate.
And you know what? My biggest sadness, not my biggest sadness, I have many, but one of my sadnesses is that this guy is not being recognized. This guy should be getting the Nobel Prize. That's how important he is to modern medicine.
Oh, I agree.
But they won't give it to him because, believe me, there are too many people against him. And that's all I'm going to say on the topic. You want to take my advice, take it. Or you want to go with Scott DePace back in the cave, go ahead. Yes, Gary.
See, this is where people get mad because they said there would be no repercussions.
There is none. What? He didn't lose his job. I like the guy. But he's dopey. He says
That's
dopey
not
things.
Nice. I am not.
No, you are. You don't know anything about it. You just make opinions.
I just don't believe in conspiracies like that. The whole medical community is somehow out there.
Well, you believe in a lot of conspiracies.
You can believe this one. They don't want to accept it. If you trained 8 years in medical school, and then, if college, then medical school, and then you went and you did internships and everything, and your expertise is in back pain, and suddenly everything you learned was worthless, how would you feel? You've got to protect that. Come on, buddy. Get off my back. I told you I don't want to discuss it. Either you buy into it or you don't. Good. Who's the next genius in this game?
Number 5.
All right.
The thing that annoys me most about Howard is his hair. I'm very jealous of his hair.
Well, that's that.
That's
Listen,
Scott DePace. No, Scott DePace or Scott the engineer.
Listen, that's actually very lovely. I would be jealous of my hair, too. I'm very lucky. I don't have to dye my hair. Thank God. I don't know that I want to go gray and sit there. It's, so feminine to sit in a beauty parlor and get your hair colored.
You don't have any gray shit going on at all?
I have gray.
I don't see it, though.
Oh, it's here. If you came up close, you'd see it. But I have gray. But not a lot. I'm 58 years old, and I've got colorful hair and pubes. And
I don't want to see it up close.
I'll show you that. I'll show Robin. But look, I'm lucky that way. Who's jealous of my hair?
Scott the engineer.
Yeah, okay.
I'd say Benji.
Well, it's Scott the engineer.
It's Scott the engineer, Fred. When Gary says it, it's...
You asked me and I answered.
You're right. But Fred's still playing.
I'm still playing.
He doesn't believe
Take
it.
that answer back.
No, Gary, it's Benji.
Fred's going to catch on soon. All right, let's play another one.
I'm a little slow.
Number 6.
The thing that annoys me most about Howard is that at any given moment when you talk to him, whatever he thinks at that particular moment is correct and right, and there's no other way to do it. He's, of course, changed his mind many times over the years, but whenever you get him at that moment, he is always right.
I'm not sure I understand
Jason.
it.
When you know something, you know it, and you may change later on.
Right.
But when you will argue anyone down,
Listen.
and they're ridiculous because they don't know it the way you do.
Well, that is true.
Who do you think that was?
Jason.
You're correct.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
because first of all, Jason is verbose, and he's even verbose in his harmonizer game. But he happens to be right. He's not off base with that. I'll take that and accept it. To paces, I won't, because he doesn't know anything.
Doesn't Jason's apply to what mine was?
No.
You think you're right?
No, because Howard's never wavered on what he thinks. Did you not hear that?
All right, here we go.
The thing that annoys me the most about Howard is his musical taste. I feel like there are a lot of bands out there, great bands, some classic rock, some...
Steve Brandano.
No.
That's Gary.
That he just completely misses the boat on, and they would be fantastic on the show and great interviews.
Oh,
so
Will
I wish
Murray.
Howard had better musical taste.
Oh, Will?
Richard Christie?
No.
Who?
John Hine.
John Hine.
And I think
Better musical taste.
specifically.
What does he mean? Like the White Stripes or something?
No, I think he would like to see Rush on this show. You know Rush is his favorite band.
Rush fan. Who wants to? You know what?
But I think he means other bands
Who wants to hear an interview? Well, let's hear what these bands are. I'll discuss it with him. Listen. First of all, a lot of bands that everyone goes, "Why don't you have Prince on? Why don't you have the?" I go, "He don't
want to be on."
Yeah, they got to want to be on the show. And Neil Young, I'd love to have on the show.
I'm still working on it.
Sure. I mean, and who knows? It'll probably be horrible. John, who are you referring to besides Rush? I mean, no one wants to hear a Geddy Lee interview.
I disagree with you.
Okay.
Rush is the big one.
Fine. But Rush is not as popular as you may think.
Rush is more gold albums than I think there are only 2 other bands.
Okay. Geddy Lee, I just don't want to do an interview. Go ahead.
Okay.
Who else?
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan, I'd interview in a minute.
You would?
Absolutely. I'm talking about the two guys.
Yeah, Fagan's up here all the time.
That's all
I would
there
interview
is
him.
to Steely Dan.
Well, Fagan and Becker, but yeah.
I don't think. See, here's something you got to understand. It's not about my musical taste. I like a lot of Steely Dan music. I'm thinking of the broader audience. Now, there's a guy sitting by the radio going, "Oh, hey, yeah, Howard, Steely Dan, John Hines, right on." I've worked in radio a long time, and I've seen reams of radio research. The audiences are so fragmented on what everyone thinks their musical taste is sort of right on. It is so fragmented, you'd be shocked. Now, you're fairly new to radio. I brought you into it. But I've been through the mill with radio research and seeing things about music, and it would blow your mind. We all think we're right about music. It is my general impression, based on the research I've seen and also my gut level feeling, that while some people would like to hear from Steely Dan, I think a lot of people wouldn't.
I bet you there are a lot of people you have up here that you wouldn't want.
Absolutely.
Based on your musical taste.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people I interview because I know people like them. So I'm making the best decision. It's not really my musical taste. I would be interested in discussing some stuff with Steely Dan, although I happen to know they're very dry, those two guys.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be great to interview.
Yeah.
You wouldn't interview Donald Fagen. If he came up and said he wanted to play, you'd consider it, but you wouldn't interview him.
Yeah, and those guys are uptight about playing. They get the Carly Simon disease. I think they're afraid to play in front of people.
They're better now. Now they play for everyone.
Oh, in other words, they figured out how to play in front of everyone.
Since people stop asking, now they're on the road all the time.
Exactly. Now they got to go out and pay the mortgage. You know, it's funny. You talk about radio and all this stuff. I was thinking about this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing that they just put me in, and
Radio Hall of Fame.
Radio Hall of Fame. I wish it was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I wish there were. Rolling Stone magazine put together the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's generally endorsed by everyone. It seems more legitimate. But this so-called Radio Hall of Fame is a joke. I said it yesterday. I was inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame on Saturday, and I didn't show up. And many people in the industry were critical of me. But they don't know the history. They don't know my history. They don't even know how I feel about radio. One guy wrote, Mike Harrison, Howard, radio's been really good to you. It's time for you to stop having everyone kiss your arse and give back to the industry. And I told you yesterday, I'm sorry, Mike, whoever you are. I don't feel that's the way to give back to the industry. I think, as I said yesterday, donating money to a college where, let's say, kids can't get an education because they can't afford one in communications, that's giving back. Or maybe taking a young student and saying to them, hey, do you have any good ideas? And I'll put them on the radio, encouraging a few people. That's giving back. Going to some guy's home in Chicago and celebrating the Radio Hall of Fame with people I never heard of, from a guy who was putting me down for years and humiliating me, attempting to anyway. I didn't let it stop me. This guy was no friend of mine who started the Radio Hall of Fame. In fact, he was trying to exclude me. 20-some-odd years he's been up to this, and he never thought to include me before. I'm sorry. I don't agree that that's giving back to my industry. I think I've done a lot for the industry, but you don't hear me crowing about it. You just won't. I find it abhorrent.
Yeah, but he wanted you to give back to him because it would give him credibility.
And I don't even know who's in the Radio Hall. Is Lee Abrams in the Radio Hall of Fame?
He would have to be.
I'm asking.
Don't know.
Benji, look it up. You seem to have some expertise in looking things up rapidly. How do you do that? What do you Google his name?
Yeah.
Is he in the Radio Hall of Fame? How could you find that out within 3 seconds?
The Radio Hall of Fame and Lee Abrams.
Howard, he is not.
He's not. Now, you see, that's fucking ridiculous. Now, I don't know who nominates these people, but I think it's this guy, Bruce Dumont, who evidently his family's name is Dumont. Dumont was one of the early manufacturers of radios. I don't think this guy had anything to do with it. He's excited that his name is Dumont. That immediately turns me off. Because you didn't even manufacture a radio. Your family did. As far as I can tell, I don't know much about the guy. Maybe I'm missing something here. But before you castigate, is that the right word? Before you castigate me, check into these things, guys, so-called journalists. Lee Abrams was a guy, when I got into radio, it was a lot of free-form stuff, you know. I could go on and play whatever I wanted. And he figured out how to make top 40, to make album rock top 40, the modern-day album rock format. And I remember when I went to Detroit, it was a Lee Abrams station. And I didn't know much about the guy, except that when you get there, the music was all on cards. It was amazing. It was a card catalog system. He figured out that, you know, while DJs might think they know music, that a lot of people sit at home and don't know what the music really is. That they sit at home and they go, I don't like this radio station. There's too many obscure songs. So he figured out how to put the songs on cards. And he made a rotation, and he did research into what people generally like. And he built a big business out of it. But I went to Detroit, and I never really thought about radio, got inspired by it. It was all sort of all these internal feelings. And he was meeting with the staff, and I was the new morning man there. And I happened to walk in the room. For some reason, I wasn't even invited into the meeting. But Lee was giving a speech. And here was this young guy, full of curly hair, full of energy about radio. And within 10 minutes, I was inspired. I remember sitting in the room was Doc of Rock, Doug Podell, a couple other guys, you know, the program director, the sales manager, and he started to talk about radio and what it could be. He started to break down the audience. He said general patterns. He called some people earth dogs. And I knew what he was talking about. These guys who show up with chains to their wallets, they were earth dogs. And he broke down the audience methodically and said, here's who's in your audience. You need to know this. And then he started to talk about music and musical taste and all these new ways of presenting music. Ways of even introducing new music to an audience that didn't care about it, that he chopped up the songs sometimes and gave them almost a little commercial of the music. He had all kinds of ideas. He was turned on by radio. And I went, wow, I'm inspired. I can't wait to get on the air and really entertain my audience. Now, these are the guys, the unsung heroes. Not that he's unsung. People in the industry know who he is. But Bruce Dumont doesn't know anything. Who is Bruce Dumont? Nephew of Alan Dumont, the founder of the first commercial TV network. But what fucking right does he have to tell Lee Abrams that he shouldn't be in a Radio Hall of Fame? You know, and some people see Lee Abrams as the enemy. Like he ruined radio. He didn't ruin it. Tried to make it better. He had an
actually,
idea.
That became a big business as a result.
Oh, it sure did. I like Lee. I don't know what Lee... I think Lee's now staring at a wall somewhere going, when am I going to get in the Radio Hall of Fame? I assure you, Lee Abrams isn't sitting around worrying about it, neither am I. We're doers. We're movers and shakers. We're not sitting there fucking waiting for Bruce Dumont, the nephew of Alan Dumont, to tell me whether or not I'm worthy of being in the Radio Hall of Fame. Now, you want to have a real Radio Hall of Fame, you come to me and you say, Howard, we want to make you the president of the Radio Hall of Fame. We want you to run the whole thing and pick a board of directors who will select 4 people every year who should be in the Radio Hall of Fame. And here's the secret. I would say no. You know why? Because nobody gives a shit. Most radio is boring. It's the same crap. It's the same shit over and over again.
Well, that's what I said. Whenever he would announce the list of inductees, I was like, who are these people?
Robert,
They're not famous.
I'm in radio. I don't know who these people are. I'm a guy who studies this stuff. You know, I mean, I've watched the evolution of this. I mean, come on.
That ruins your whole argument.
Oh. You should smell what that is. It smells like eggs. You'd throw up if you could, Robin. If you were in my space right now, you'd vomit. Like an egg. And after I give such a beautiful, passionate speech, I ruin it by doing that. So, John, my point of view is it isn't as simple as book, you know, you're trying to do,
Rush.
you know, you book Rush, and that's 70% of your audience is gone because they go, I don't give a fuck about Rush. That's the problem. You follow what I'm saying?
I do.
It's deeper than my musical taste. I'm trying to... I don't even know what I'm trying to do. I'm exhausted from it all.
I understand the point you're making.
I'm exhausted from last night. I'm exhausted from this morning. I'm exhausted in general.
You didn't even really go out last night.
I did. It was a lot. It was just, you know, I got a wife. She's trying
You were out for 45 minutes.
I was out for 45 minutes, and she's like shell-shocked from me. I drained the life out of everyone.
Oh, my God.
It's enough. It's enough of me, Robin. All right, let's get back to this game, whatever this is.
Right.
I did all the hard part of going out, and then I ended up with nothing.
Yeah, the part you went for, you didn't get.
Right. All right, let's get back to the what annoys me most about Howard game.
What annoys me about Howard is that he thinks everybody's going to be working at McDonald's or homeless after he retires. And fact is, everybody around here is talented, and I think everybody will be fine.
Richard. Yeah, Richard.
I can hear Richard even through a harmony.
Right, yeah.
Hey.
Richard.
Kansas cuts through.
Richard, what do you think? I hired you because I didn't think you were talented? I just know what radio is and how difficult it is to get a job.
But Richard lived in a
storage bin.
Storage bin.
Yeah, that was his career. He was in a storage bin.
If you fired him tomorrow, he'd still be better off than the bin.
Right. But if I fired him tomorrow, I believe he would end up back in the bin. I do.
You don't think he could take his talents elsewhere?
Where? Where's he going to go?
He took his talents and they got him to a storage bin.
Yeah. Without me, he went nowhere. Ask Jackie Martling where his talents have led him. What is Jackie doing now, honestly? Okay, here's an example of a guy who's no longer with the show. What happened?
I don't know what he does. He does comedy gigs from time to time.
And he looks for that jetty.
Yeah. And he came to me and I gave him a job. Jackie's joke cunt.
And, you know, he'd like that to be a 5-day-a-week job.
Right.
He'd even come back and do this. He's offered.
Grillo.
Well...
what do you? I mean, I don't know.
Grillo's going to be the next entrepreneur.
KC, I don't know. What is he doing now? I think he escorts the strippers to private rooms.
He's full-time crazy.
I mean, what evidence do you have that people leave here and do better?
Has anybody left here and done well?
The only one you can think of is Stuttering John, but he got a job while he was here, and Jay Leno went, but it wasn't paying attention. One of his head writers had this crazy idea to put just Stuttering John on, and Jay got rid of him in under a year. I mean, he kept him on as a writer because he wants to give him a salary because he's embarrassed in front of me to cut John loose, I think.
No, I've spoken to people there that have worked there, and they all agree that...
The only guys who've done well who have left and gotten job offers, you know, while they're here. But as far as people leaving the show, most of them have not done well.
The only guy I can think of that has worked for you and then done really well would be Mark Cronin.
Yeah, but like Mark left. Do you know what I'm saying? Mark left. I'm saying if I leave tomorrow, Richard, I think, is going to be up Schitt's Creek. You know. I mean, I think he could get a job. Like, maybe he'll work, like, in a library or something.
A library?
Why not?
Why would he do that?
What could he do in a library?
The floors get filthy. The people are in there all day. Medicated Pete lives in the library.
He has to now. You see what happened to his house?
Yeah. Hey, Richard, where is it? Yeah, you got flooded out. Hey, it's awful. Richard, where are you going to go? I'm sorry it annoys you. Where is he?
It's interesting what annoys each of these people.
Why does that annoy you? Prove me wrong, then.
It doesn't really annoy me. It's just a lot of times you make us all sound like we're retards and worthless, but we work here, and I think everybody around here is talented.
By the way, I'm getting excellent reports on you.
About what?
About his work.
Who from?
Fred.
Oh.
Thank you, Fred.
And no need to laugh at that, Robin.
Yeah, right. What is he? Fred's insane? All right, I take that back. Right, Fred's insane, but he knows talent. No, I know you're great. You're terrific, and the stuff you do is funny as hell. That's why you're here. I thought you were funny.
Thank you.
But I don't see a future for you.
You know, what works here doesn't necessarily work in the real world.
Okay, so...
Yeah, right. This is the only place for you.
Maybe you're right. Where else am I going to lick somebody's balls and get paid for it?
Exactly. It's a unique framework we have here.
But I generalized it. I said everybody around here is very talented. You're always saying everybody will be up
please.
Creek.
You really think that I think you're going to be a huge success when I retire? Are you crazy?
I'm not saying
I think you'll probably end up with your own show. And I see a huge future for you. You want me to say that?
No.
You feel better now?
No.
Right, get out of here.
You and Sal will be crossing streams forever.
Yeah, I think you and Sal are going to go on to be the Franken and I think you'll end up a United States Senator. And Sal will write a book, okay?
You think we'll be teabagging on Good Morning America?
Yeah, I think there's a huge demand for something like that.
Okay.
That's right.
And I wasn't annoyed. They just said find something, so I was thinking of something.
And before Richard worked here, he was living, as Robin said, in a storage facility, And he hadn't gotten laid in 10 years. He didn't even have a shower.
He was making love to his
ready.
computer. He was having dates with his computer.
Yeah,
I mean...
I was making love to the inside of a napkin roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a paper
literally.
towel roll.
Right,
yeah.
literally. So...
And I'm thankful for what I have here. I appreciate it. Thank you, Howard.
Yeah. No, I love you.
I love
I'm not
you
saying
too.
you're not talented.
I know. Just sometimes it
You just
seems
do
like...
work extra hard to keep me working. That's what I've told the staff. I said, listen, work extra hard. I'll tell you why. Keep me working because you don't want to find out what life is like without me.
I know. I hope you stay here forever. I love it.
Make it easy for me. So far, it's not so easy. Now get out of here and go.
We're working
go
hard.
Work harder. Whip him, Fred.
That's next. Nah, he's good.
He is good. I know it.
And you have to say that you're getting good reports on Richard and Sal, or one of them will kill themselves.
No, just Richard.
Sal, not so much, but Richard, he's great.
No, Richard and Sal. No, that's it. When you get a report, it's Richard and Sal. Trust me.
Right.
You know that that the whole staff sends me a weekly report on what they do, and they're the only ones I get that says Richard and Sal.
Right.
Like I don't get individual reports.
No, they're one person. They're like a married couple.
I
like
wonder
Siamese
who
twins.
writes it up.
I know that's a funny thing to ask them about. Like who writes the report?
They're like Franken and Davis. I'm telling you.
Maybe they alternate weeks.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Sal, I mean, we got a lot of email about Sal's teeth. And, it is so funny to me that the guy who made fun of Gary's teeth all these years now has worse teeth than Gary.
He says that, Howard, these are two things. You're wrong, and my teeth are bad.
All I know is when I speak to him, all I see is teeth. Whatever he did to his teeth are ridiculous. He made them way too white. That's
I'm
it.
telling you, when you put up that side by side, it's like there's a spotlight on his teeth.
Yeah, I'm not making it up.
Devolve meu ataque.
Gás se movendo. Entendido. Fênix 2-3 se aproximando. Ataque a caminho.
Não. Que isso, que arma é essa? Ah, eu acho que eu joguei errado.
Leva a vitória pra casa. Nenhum acerto. O gás tá chegando. Avança pra zona segura.
Morri pra caralho.
Entendido. Ataque de morteiro a caminho da marcação.
Cadê o corno que tava aqui? Cadê o corno que me atirou aqui?
Tem efeito no alvo.
Cadê o cara que tava aqui? Não tinha um cara aqui? Eu tenho mais dois caras. Ah lá ele.
Você tá perdendo o terreno. Agiliza.
Agora só tem mais um. Ele tá onde? Passou já ou tá lá no... Puta, não tem ataque agora. Nossa, eu derrubei.
Os filhos da puta escolheram a luta errada.
Ai! Eu confio. Desenhei ele, ó. Na hora que eu prendi a respiração, eu consegui. E ainda que foi na bunda dele, né? Ele tava sem shield.
Pega as paraquedas, se prendam e se preparem. É agora! Deu certo.
Obrigada, Bruninho, pelo GG. Esqueci de denunciar aquele animal de teta, né? Dele. Não vai mais aparecer, né? Que bosta. Deixa. O dele tá guardado. Ah, esse é o nome, Rodrigo. Salvei aqui já. Vou mandar ali pra Carol, mandar pros caras denunciar.
Usa esse tempo para praticar um pouco. A luta de verdade é em breve.
Eu tenho o nome dele já, Rodrigo.
Todas as estações, luz verde. A gente vai mobilizar e mostrar quem manda.
Bora quebrar tudo, gente! Tá confirmado, a gente já pode ir. Se equipem e peguem os paraquedas. Vamos pro Warzone. Fogo liberado em todas as ameaças.
Nossa, eu tive uma ideia. Fazer isso.
Vejo vocês do outro lado.
Farei isto.
Royale. O gás está se aproximando da sua posição. Vai para a zona segura. Contratante. Concluir contratos vai garantir o pagamento.
Olha pelo like, Flávio. Cair aqui pra... Nem vou zicar, nem vou zicar, nem vou zicar. Sabia, mano. Perdi um carro de 500 conto apostando no online.
Aqui não é lugar pra treinar. Aqui é o Gulag. Luta e vence pra remobilizar.
Esquece isso, Bárbara. Esquece isso, Bárbara. Ah, velho, que bosta. Que não dá pra mandar estrela pra você no Face? Eu não sei, Rodrigo. Eu já tentei entrar em contato com eles, mas ninguém me responde. Me responderam... Opa, bom. Oh, mentira. Mentira. Ele tava sem shield. Ah, ele não tava sem shield. Mostrou que ele tava sem shield, mas ele não tava sem shield. Rodrigo, eu mandei mensagem no suporte deles lá, daí me responderam em inglês lá. Eu não sei, mano, eles são meio nóia. Não sei por que não tá dando. Mano, eu não consigo pensar em nenhuma palavra com esse cedilha aqui. Pense em Moçambique, boçal. Faltam letras. Boina. Arrumar a bata. Banana. Verdade. Passo. Verdade. Baiana. Bárbara não tem R.